o'clock. Rise and shine. Rise and shine.
It's time for Early Break. Brought to you by Gaina Trucking. Live from Lincoln, America. Here's Jake Sorensen.
Did seem kind of
Husker Online, Steve Sipple.
surprisingly good.
And longtime college football assistant coach, Bill Busch.
I want to buy a couple ducks.
I'm bringing 2 ducks to the office.
This is Early Break.
Good morning. Happy Thursday to you, Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, Bill Busch on Early Break. Couple days away from Nebraska and Michigan here in Lincoln. We'll have Mike Schaefer today in the studio. Rick Heyman is going to be here for Song of the Day, by the way. Not in studio, I don't believe, but he told me Monday, no Song of the Day. Told me Tuesday, just joking. Still have Song of the Day.
Rick.
Yeah.
That prankster.
That prankster.
Oh, my.
Can't believe it.
He's a hoot.
Rick
The
came
stuff he's pulling.
Hey, Rick came and had waffles yesterday. He came for Heavenly Waffles.
Did he?
He had 2 of them. Plowed them down.
What time did he get here?
He's about 8:30.
Oh, he just missed
Right
it.
after you guys left. Like really right after you left.
Yeah.
Missed
Him. But
those
okay.
waffles are special.
They were delightful.
Look at that little car over there. What do you call those things?
Oh, I know, but I'd love to have one.
What do you, Jake? What do you smart car?
Smart. You want a smart car? You want a smart car?
I would love to see us all pulling up to work in that thing.
That kind of has a Starsky. That kind of has an element.
When you used to go, when you went to bowl games back in the day.
Back in when we used to go to bowl games.
But back in the
Forget
day,
what that felt like.
you got
What's a bowl game?
you got the coaches got courtesy cards.
Yeah.
At the bowl games.
Did you?
There'd be a card you got to use for that 5 days to a week. Basically for your family, wife, whatever, to get around town, whatever it be. So we're playing the Liberty Bowl at Utah. We pull up.
Oh, you're at Utah at this
Utah,
point.
playing the Liberty Bowl.
Okay.
We pull up there, and they have our cars all lined up. They're all VW bugs. It was
kidding.
It was incredible looking.
You're
They're like there was 24 of them.
They gave you bugs.
They gave you VW bugs.
What color?
Incredible like that.
Did you have
mine was
black?
lime green. Mine was lime green. I never used it. I gave it to my GA to say, "Here, this is for you." And
you
your
didn't want to
family."
use it?
No, I was like, "No, let him have it. Let him have
I
it." So
see.
I used the car for him. But it was incredible.
You were buried in work.
I don't know about Barry. We're busy. That was Urban Meyer's first year at Utah.
Wow.
We had a lot going
Oh,
on.
wow.
Yeah, you weren't driving around. Well, the Liberty Bowl. Where is it? Memphis?
Yeah,
You
incredible.
weren't driving around Memphis.
Telling you.
VW bug.
It was incredible.
That's an interesting move to do that. Courtesy cars. Do they still do courtesy cars?
I don't know. I don't know if they still do those. I know this. I don't think so. 'Cause
I don't.
We were at the Sugar Bowl or the Peach Bowl or Fiesta Bowl. My years at LSU, we didn't. We never got one.
Never
Didn't-
had a courtesy car.
Never
That's
courtesy
unbelievable.
car.
Come
No
on.
courtesy car.
Come on.
Never. I'll be honest with you. I never once did the palms up though. Like really, Sugar Bowl joke book, no courtesy
You think
cars.
you're a
No,
big bowl game,
no,
huh? No courtesy
it was
car? You're a
awesome.
joke to me.
it was awesome. So
Okay. Idle chit-chat time. Here we go.
Their sports takes are great,
Generally speaking.
but the random conversations are even better.
I don't know
think
if
it's
you want to
video.
talk about that on the radio.
Hey, you just did.
You just did. I mean, we're not just talking amongst ourselves.
It's time for Idle Chit Chat on Early Break, sponsored by Newton's Lawn Care.
I'd like to thank Bill off the top here for idle chit chat. The other day, he sent me a video like at nighttime of his dog Sugar going
Yes.
through the sprinklers.
Oh God, was it Regal?
This is- I was about to go to sleep, and I get this video from Bill of Sugar going through the sprinklers. I'm like, this is a wonderful way to go to sleep right now. A great mood.
Sugar was incredible.
She's just frolicking through the sprinklers.
and then
She's
she'll
having a great
take off
time.
and run as fast as she can in
Yeah.
the circle, then run back to it, jump, and just
That's being a dog.
when I'm on a walk with her and she sees the sprinklers on, it's Xanadu. Every time we come home, I got to dry her off because she just
I wonder
comes,
why she likes that so much.
she just loves the sprinklers. She darts for them, and she'll just do like if we have our sprinklers on, she'll go out in the middle and just stand in the middle of it, just stand there.
She can't talk.
Yeah.
She can't really tell you why she likes it.
No, she can't.
Not all dogs do.
Not all, so you do know dogs that do talk?
Yeah.
No,
So-
I'm saying not all dogs do the sprinkler thing.
No.
What
they don't.
dogs do you know that talk, Sip?
No, I didn't say that. They can't. They don't all do the sprinkler thing,
That's correct.
but they can't tell you why or why not.
Does Bullet not do sprinklers?
No, he doesn't. That's what I'm thinking about. But I always want to kind of know what he's thinking, and
Well, Sugar is still kind of a puppy. Bullet's an experienced veteran here now. You know, he's
I
kind of
would-
over the sprinkler phase probably.
I would wonder too that because the other day I was doing some things in the yard and I got sprayed by the sprinkler.
Yeah.
That water's cold.
It is.
It's cold water.
And I'm not big on
that.
it.
Did not affect her one bit. Like,
Yeah,
this water's cold. No, didn't affect her one bit.
Yeah, I'm not a sprinkler person either. I don't like it when I get hit with it.
No, especially in the back.
Yeah.
In the back, you just
you get angry.
It's like you got shot.
You get angry.
You get angry. You get angry.
Yeah.
I mean, there's expletives.
Yes.
Anybody else? I don't chit. Anybody else? Sip got anything from yesterday?
Yesterday was a flurry of activity. I don't know.
Wednesdays are good days. You're kind of free, aren't you? On Wednesdays, typically.
That's a good.
You don't have press conference. There's no audio, or there's no sessions over there at the
Very
stadium.
astute of you.
You've told us before that you like Wednesdays because there's nothing going on typically.
I had a lot, but I did. I mean, I did sort of.
So on 3.
Well, just a lot of life. Like
life happened.
Just a lot of flurry. Yeah, life happened.
Yesterday.
A lot of a flurry of activity. Well, I will say this. Not that interesting, but Buffalo Wings and Rings was strangely packed. Now it's
on a Wednesday.
Yeah, it's trivia night.
Okay, well that explain it
but
then.
The waitress said it's still kind of hit and miss. It was strangely busy.
Were people watching baseball? Like
they're watching the Cubs?
Were they watching
they're watching the Cubs
and the Braves again, or what?
I think it was mostly trivia night. And I've told you that girl that does trivia night just gives it all kinds of hell. I mean, she is so enthusiastic. Yeah, she's so enthusiastic. And I don't know how she does it. I mean, it's a lesson. I pay attention to it close because I'm like, man, she is all into this. And it doesn't matter if there's 60 people like last night or 4 people. It's the same. It's beautiful. And I don't know why. Jake knows that place better than. Well, I know you know it. You were there too. You were there.
Been to Wings and Rings.
Yeah, you've been there a few times.
Several times.
Yeah.
68th and 0.
Can't wait to get back there.
Meridian Park.
Speaking of curb appeal, it reminds me of Huntington Bank Stadium. Think about it. It's a box. It's very.
That place
handsome.
reminds you of a stadium.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, if I was comparing it to a stadium, I was thinking about that last night. If I was comparing it to a stadium, it'd be Huntington Bank Stadium.
If Village Inn was a stadium, who would it be?
Yeah, that would be.
Here we go. Yeah.
Who would it be?
Okay. All right.
All right.
A football stadium? It would be an older model. Like I'd say East Lansing.
East Lansing?
Yeah. East Lansing.
Actually, pretty solid. I'm actually
actually
have to support him on this.
Is this Village Inn or the Village Inn? The updated version.
Different.
They're both. Now, it's not a big difference. I mean, they redid it completely in I don't want to call it white, but it's beige. So it's they redid the one on Jay. Come on, help me on right over by Buffalo, 66 and 0. Yeah.
The coolest thing about Village Inn, and hope they still have it, is that where we used to go to check out or pay, or where you checked in. Was they had the big glassed-in pies.
They still do.
The pies were right there. That's how you could check the pies.
Yeah.
Oh, what do you got there? Lemon meringue. What do we got? What do we got? Oh,
yeah,
pecan.
Yeah. They get you right away.
Right away.
They try to sample? No, you can't.
No, they absolutely still have that on the one on 66 and 0. I don't know how many Village Inns.
It wouldn't be the same without it. It would not be an actual Village Inn without.
They don't have the pie window.
Pie viewing. Yeah, the pie window.
There's no pie window. I want nothing to do with it.
Yeah, there's a pie window. They recently underwent remodel and they simplified. It's I'd almost say it's like minimalism.
I thought it was already pretty simple in there, which is a compliment.
No, it
seemed pretty simple.
It was much more elaborate than that.
Okay.
And I don't even, they have booths, but again, it's very minimalistic. They went for minimalism.
From the text line, this helps with idle chit chat here. Dave in Fullerton with us this morning.
Any update on the Loop River Inn being for sale still, Dave?
Was it for sale?
It was.
Let us know on that.
You thought about that.
In the meantime, Dave says this regarding yesterday. He says the Universal Weight Machine could be the first 2-part series. I almost wet myself yesterday listening to that.
Almost wet himself.
He said that.
Thank you.
He almost spoiled
Thank you for not wet.
Thank you for not wetting yourself first, but thank you for that. The one thing we did, if we could get anyone that could do some recon for us and try to get a photo of it, because Jake's never seen one. And so I guess we could go to the Google machine. But I'd rather have one like from the stage in Binkelman.
I want to make sure that I haven't seen it, because the way it's described, I don't think I have, but there's a chance that if I see it, I've seen that before somewhere.
Yeah, it'd be like saying you haven't seen I don't know, motorcycle. You've surely seen a Universal machine.
You think Beatrice had one?
Of course they did.
Because people were
every
saying,
school had one.
People were saying that it tended to go back to like maybe the middle school. If there's a new high school, that maybe at the middle school and the old high school, that's where the actual universal gym was.
It could have got shipped down. That could happen.
So I'm going to check that out.
Okay.
Beatrice people, can you tell me? I know there's people out there from Beatrice listeners. Do we have
World of Yum?
Do we have a universal gym at some place in Beatrice? Did the middle school have it? Did the high school have it? Is it somewhere else?
May not be
Can
there
someone
now.
of our many breakers from the great city of Beatrice let us know if there was or is a universal gym still around?
See, the thing is, I don't know how many people would have taken pictures of them back in the day. I'm going to take a picture of this universal machine just in case somebody needs it.
I don't need
40 years.
I just need proof that someone has seen it and they're aware that it's
what would
still
make
around.
me the happiest is if it's still on the stage in Binkelman. If it was still on the
somebody
stage,
just take one picture.
that would be.
Come on, guys.
that'd
We
be
need
incredible.
pictures of the universal gyms.
Yeah,
Yeah.
put that out there. We need a flurry of photos.
And out there in Fullerton, if you see anybody from the Santon family, please tell them hello for me.
Someone says, looking at Jake's body, it's obvious he has not seen a universal gym anywhere.
Took a shot.
That's
we're body shaming now.
That's what we're doing. That we're doing.
we body shame apparently. Thanks,
We
guys.
me and Slip are going to have to get in some man spanks.
What?
Man spanks.
What are those?
Spanks? Are like the things that girls wear.
I'm not done wearing.
Yes, it's like
I'm
it's like a girdle. It's like a body girdle.
Like a body girdle.
Yeah,
I'm
you and me
told-
will just be ripped up, just sitting here, able to breathe.
I'm told the Beatrice Hospital has a universal gym. My mom works there. Maybe I should say I need to see this universal gym to see if I have not seen this before. Or not.
But it's got to be the old classic one. Like I said, it's got to be the red, sparkly, the slick material. If you sweated on it, it was brutal. It was just slick.
They weren't all red.
I most of them were. I've never seen one that wasn't red, but I'm sure you could get one. The standard issue.
Black, maybe.
Hey, do you want to spend the extra $250 to get yours in gold? Now we'll just take the standard red. We'll save the $250.
Whoever said the sparkles on the red yesterday was astute because that was definitely a thing.
Deep.
Yes.
That's deep.
Yeah, that was
there.
definitely a thing.
Yes.
And also, Pecan Pie says golf and tennis weren't allowed to use a real weight machine. Jake, country club sports don't get to use the universal gym.
Wow, this is
Do you believe it? I am just getting.
The pie took a shot. How about that?
Yeah.
Pecan pie.
Yep.
Tell you one thing we gotta get going back. Look at Josh. We better
wow.
get Josh going. A little
Missing
bit.
tooth Greg. Okay, I gotta show Jake this. This is it.
This is it.
Okay.
Let me see it.
Well, I'll
There's
show
a
Bill
picture
so he
to
just
help me out
verifies
here.
it. This is the universal.
Absolutely.
Let me see.
Missing tooth Greg. Thank you.
Let me
Yes.
see.
He's been battling a cough.
Yes.
But he's fine.
No, I've never seen that.
Never seen
before.
that.
No,
Never seen.
that. Nope, definitely haven't. So, okay.
I guarantee when my dad was the head football coach in Fullerton, they had a universal machine.
Jake,
I've never seen that. Yeah, I can almost guarantee I've never seen that before.
There's the bench.
Yeah.
It looks like a wonderful contraption.
No, I'd say to have one in your right now. I'd love to have one bolted down in my garage. I'd be so ripped. I'd be so
Bill
ripped.
walks in.
I would be.
Universal
Greg.
gym.
Greg, thank you for that.
Thank you.
Jake, tell me you've seen one.
I listen. That picture, which is a very good picture, I don't think I've ever seen one of those before.
Yeah.
I don't. That blows me away. And maybe just.
But what did Bill say yesterday? He said that Jake would not appreciate this, as they probably went away in 2002 or so.
Yeah, they probably
he
did.
he said it before this. He warned me that I might not know what he's talking about, and I've never seen that contraption. But your depiction of it was wonderful, Bill.
I was in a high school in Philadelphia recruiting. What had been 3 years ago?
Mhm.
That's what they had. That's what they had. The universal.
Is that
machine.
right?
They were
Is that
using
right?
it. I went down
Is
and
that
watched
right?
it. We're heading to the weight room. I headed down and had the universal machine. I was thinking this.
Did you have to like
It's
stifle laughter?
It was incredible.
Oh, this is
And they
nice.
had dudes. They
Really?
had dudes.
Really?
Yeah. So once again, you could get completely fit with that right there. You could
I think so.
absolutely. You do everything.
I think you could if you really. Yeah, you could. I was always a little skeptical of them, but
You wanted more free weights. Jeez.
That is Idle Chit Chat, sponsored by our friends at Newton's Lawn Care. Sign up for a 2024 fertilizer program and receive a
that
free
sounded naughty.
winterizer application this fall. Call or text 402-440-6297. Newton's Lawn Care, our sponsor of Idle Chit Chat.
Now tell me that Andrew's at your house right now.
What's that?
Is Andrew at your house right now?
I actually probably not. He already left.
He's already been there.
Been there.
Early riser.
Everything's done.
Bill's
He
the
me-
first
he
stop.
guys
of the
all-
route.
He meets me in Sugar at 424. We go outside.
He goes in his office in
Yeah.
your garage.
It's also amazing like that every time that I take my dog out, Sugar, it's about 4:29. I take her out.
Yeah.
And she goes to the bathroom.
Yeah.
And she poops. You always say, "Good girl."
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Good girl.
Oh,
You do
God.
good girl. Good girl.
I report back to
and
Trixie.
I tell Laura right away. I come in, I go,
Good one.
Hey, she ate, pooped, peed. We're good.
Great one today.
Yeah.
Great one.
Clean
twice,
yourself out
every
today.
day.
Yeah.
Every
twice.
day. Every day you talk about
It's
it.
exciting.
It's exciting.
God, that's getting old right there. That's what it is.
First report, and then you talk like, "That's such a good girl."
And then your day's better. Your day's better.
Because right away you know, okay. Otherwise you're worried. Like,
Yeah.
oh,
Okay, something's going on. Yeah.
Something's going
I'll
on.
be back. I
ER.
guess. I mean, yeah.
ER.
Yeah. We got to do this again later. I mean,
Yep. By the way, our pictures are gone from outside. The ones that were put up during the show.
Thank you.
Picture of you, Bill, Sip, and myself on the pole and the garbage cans.
But we
are
have
gone.
the starting quarterback.
Heinrich Harburg is still attached to the tree over there.
Yeah.
And it sounds bad, but that's what he is. His name is
it's
on
really
the
weird.
tree.
It's really
It's
weird.
on the tree.
Yes.
He'll
He's zip
stay there.
tied. He's zip tied to it.
Today is September 28th
today. Yep.
See how long it stays.
I couldn't even imagine how to put a zip tie up.
Oh, you could.
It's not hard, Bill.
It's not that hard.
It's not hard.
You can do it.
I could teach you in a second.
It looks like this. What they got done right there with us hardly noticing.
If you can use a
They
marker
zip-
on your
they-
phone.
Yeah, I could do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sip, you informed us before the show today that there is a press conference this morning. This is not a typical one for Matt Rule will talk today also in his final session before
Mhm.
Michigan on Saturday. But there's one at 10:30. What is that regarding?
Well, the stadium, I guess we're going to call them renovations. There'll be a news release at, I believe, 9 and a press conference at 10:30. And it'll be very elaborate. They have to lay it out in an elaborate fashion because they have to do it by law because the regents are going to take some action on it. I think tomorrow, or at least ponder it. So there's going to be it's a pretty massive announcement because it's going to be, I don't know what the
Do we
minimum
know the
of
items being discussed.
No,
in terms of
I haven't seen it at all. No, we'll know at 9 o'clock.
Well, could this be what we're thinking it might be?
What's that?
The dome?
retractable
Or
road.
the retractable road?
Button.
Bring it up.
This
When
is
you're
Could be
there,
the dome.
please ask that. Is there any chance of this is going to segue into a retractable roof?
Or so I don't see any plans for a dome on here.
Just say, I'm looking down here.
I
A
don't
to
see
Z.
anything.
I don't see
Unless I
nothing.
missed it. Where's
That's
the
great.
dome
We
not
have.
on here?
I see some club seating, but I don't see anything about a dome. And where would the fiberglass booth be for the Busch sits in?
Where's
In the giant red button.
the Busch booth at?
Where's the
I see.
He demands it. Come on.
Yeah.
Where's the roof at?
I see the bullet points, but I don't see anything about a dome.
It's the first question of the
yeah.
whole press conference. Yes, Steve Sipple on 3. I don't see
dome?
the retractable roof on here.
I'm looking through this very clearly.
Did
Do
you
not
guys
see it.
forget that somewhere in the conversation?
Anyway, that's going to happen today.
10:30.
Yeah.
And then Matt Rule will be at some point after that.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Get our final scoop before Michigan.
Yeah.
All right. 464-5685. Call or text as always. Again, Nebraska does play the Wolverines at 2:30 at Memorial Stadium on Saturday. So the question here is how much can Saturday's game against Michigan affect the perspective for the rest of the season? Let's say they lose close. Again, the spread is 17, 18 points. Michigan came here 2 years ago. Nebraska lost in an epic game, 32-29. And we thought that could still, it was a tough loss, but they played well in the game. They thought they could maybe use that for momentum and get to a bowl game. They did not. They won 3 games in 2021, unfortunately. But let's say they lose close in this game on Saturday. I'm talking within one score, 3 points to 7 points. Does that change your perspective on how the season can go, Sip? Versus maybe a 17 to 21 point loss.
You know me, Jake.
A loss is a loss to you.
I mean, well, if they beat Michigan and lose to Illinois, what's it mean?
That's true.
You're 1 and 2 in the league. I mean,
That's true.
And do you think if they beat Michigan does it give them a better chance to beat Illinois on the road? I don't know. I don't know what the psychobabble on that is.
Psychology.
Do they have more confidence or do they get overconfident? See, that's what I don't get into. So I lean towards no. I'm still going to look at the rest of the games the same. They're all going to be pretty close, whether they beat Michigan or not. I know that's not the answer you're looking for.
No,
I think
that.
people are looking for, if they beat Michigan, then I don't know, maybe they win the national title. I don't see things.
No, don't say that. No, Bill made it very clear before the season that Illinois was the the big point of the season. If you win that game, you should get to a bowl game. If you don't, that's going to be trouble for a bowl game. I think we sit here feeling the same way. I don't think anything's changed in terms of the conversation about the importance of that game.
I don't think so.
I just felt that it wasn't so much the teeter, whether it be bowl game or not, off of that, but just that game would be a big tell because you're playing a team on the road on a Friday night.
Yeah.
Most likely you're not undefeated at that time. And so a critical game that, and you're playing a team that is not near as good as what they were last year.
No, very close to you.
Yeah, they're not even, and they're not close to what they were last year. Not even in the
what
same.
What happened?
But players happen. Like that quarterback, they were better. They had they had a first round draft pick at corner.
At corner,
and so they had
good running back.
Yeah, good running back.
Chase Brown.
And then his brother on defense was an incredible player. So anyway, it's a monumental game for the season.
Illinois
it still only counts one. Right. But if you go into the game, if like you said, if you're 3-2 and you just beat Michigan and you go to 4-2. Huge. If you happen to not play well against Michigan, or you end up just play well, end up losing the game, and you're 2-3, and you go there now you're 2-4, that makes it hard for the rest of it. So it wasn't Illinois. It was the time of the game.
Okay.
During the season, that'd be the most important part of it. So I felt that game was very important. But I think people get do get caught up in scores sometimes, because sometimes you can watch a game and you can be like, okay, final score was 27 to 14, pretty tight game. And then you look, but those who were at the game are like, that wasn't a close game. The team with 27 just absolutely stomped them, and they got 14 and something. They got a late score or something like that. Or there's certain games too. Like I said, the Rutgers Michigan game last week. It wasn't a 31-7 game when you watched it. You weren't going like, oh God, this thing was like, no, that wasn't the case. So the final score never usually tells all. It's your eyes and what you're looking at when you watch it. So I think that makes a big difference for fans that are watching the game on Saturday.
Yeah, I mean, listen, if they did beat Michigan and then beat Illinois, then I do look at things a little differently. Well, wouldn't you obviously look at things differently? Because then you have Northwestern coming in, Purdue, both home games, and you got a chance to get on a serious roll. So yeah, I mean I think Bill's right in that regard. It's more about Illinois to me. If you beat Michigan and lose to Illinois, then you're just kind of back at square one. You're 1-2 in the Big Ten. Yep. What's it matter? But if you beat Michigan, then beat Illinois, then you got Northwestern at home and Purdue at home, going to Michigan State, which God only knows what that'll look like. Yeah, you got a chance for serious momentum then. Serious. That's the way you got to be looking at it, I think. I don't know. I don't know how. What do you tell players? You don't look that far down the road, do you?
Oh God, no! Right now,
oh God, no! Why God?
Why God? Why would you do that?
Boom!
Imagine that's it. I'll give you $100 on today if you'd ask the question like that. If you talk to Coach Rule, thoughts on Illinois?
just say if you beat Michigan and Illinois, then you're getting on a serious roll. Why are you talking to your players about that?
Hey, real quick, Matt. Matt, past this Saturday. Next Friday.
We expect a big crowd Saturday, but what about it Champaign?
That Champaign game next Friday night.
Because if you win this game and that game,
that puts
you're cooking with gas.
Yeah, you're cooking with gas.
If you say that, I give him $500.
$500.
Because here's the deal.
I'll tell you one thing right now: we can get a GoFundMe right now for Sipple to ask questions that are very unique. There could be so much. Could you imagine?
I love him explaining it to because man, if you win this one, you're on a heater possibly.
We're cooking with gas. Yeah, we're going to Indy.
Start writing your
questions. We're going to Indianapolis if we do this.
Fan question.
What if we gathered enough money to get $1,000 every Thursday for Simple to go and ask 2 questions? It would just be gold.
Very fan oriented.
Yeah, it's very fan oriented.
This question comes from Bill
What
Busch.
bowl do you want to play in?
What bowl do you get a chance for? If it's the Liberty Bowl or the Sugar Bowl, you guys, which one are you going to take? Would you take the Sugar?
God.
Oh God.
Why God? Why?
Why God? Why?
There's the answer. I guess it's the basically, Jake. It's largely about Illinois, as Bill said earlier. Like in August, he said that.
He did. Oh yeah, he's very clear. That's the hinge point of the season, basically.
This has to be
the hinge point.
The most incredible season in the Big Ten since the expansion with Nebraska and Rutgers and Maryland being there. To say that the two leagues, because the honest truth is that the West does not look very salty.
No,
no one would say it. You don't look at the West and go, man, that was
Not at all.
Just compare them to last year.
God,
just compare the West to last year with what people we're dealing with. Now take the other side, take the East.
Yeah,
it's never been this good.
Huh.
It's never been this good.
No, because Maryland.
Yeah, because Maryland, exactly.
Because Maryland would win the West.
They
would probably win the West.
They'd win the West.
Yeah, Maryland.
If they flopped out anyone, they would win the West.
I think so.
Yeah, and they're undefeated. And then you've never seen Penn State, Michigan, Ohio State look this good.
All three at once.
All three at once. You see them look good, but not all three at once. Everyone, because right now I see that with the win by Ohio State over Notre Dame was so huge because I think all those teams are going to go 1-1 against each other.
Yeah.
And so now, your ranking matters.
Oh, yeah.
Your national ranking matters.
Yeah.
So that win is so big for them. If Ohio State had lost that game and went 1-1, tiebreaker, they wouldn't get the tiebreaker to get into the.
It's that close. It's so close. It was so close to being a bad deal for Ohio State.
But it's incredible how the Big Ten is. Like I said, you just compare the West. With Minnesota win 9 last year, Purdue went to the.
Purdue went to the championship game.
They won the title game.
The Big Ten championship.
Iowa was going to go to the championship game.
Close.
If they would have won the last game.
Yeah.
So there was a lot of things going on. Illinois had a very good team. Took Michigan right down to the last play of the game. Basically, and so there was a lot going on. And right now it's like you still say this. There's still a lot going on in the West because it's wide open. It's wide open. That's the first thing that would be done.
That's why this win.
Let's just say when Nebraska beats Michigan.
When
Nebraska beats Michigan, they'll put them in the driver's seat to win. To win. I
don't think I'd say that until they beat Illinois.
Yeah. But the harder one is it's like okay, if you beat Michigan, that's a lot harder to do than to beat in Illinois. It's harder. So you don't have
way harder.
It's not as rough
because as somebody told me yesterday, Sipple, Michigan will be better at Nebraska at every single position. Is that true?
They're good. I don't know I'm not going through position for position, but if you just looked at them across the board, they have people returning. They have running backs returning.
He said every single position they're better.
Yeah. Last year you were better.
That's fun, right?
Last year
you
were better at wide receiver because you had Trey Palmer.
Mm-hmm.
This year
you had one guy. You had one NFL dude. I don't know if they had one.
You're probably not better at running back.
Nope.
I
like Grant, but he's not Corum or Edwards.
No,
right?
The offensive line. Defense. When you get down to it now, I don't know what. Well, they have one pro corner for sure. They're sophomore. They're really old. It's an old team. So it's probably true. It's probably true. I don't know punter. I don't know what they got at punter. Maybe I have a better punter. Buschini's playing pretty well.
I would say yes.
Yeah,
I'm going Buschini all the way.
Okay, I'm going with Buschini.
East Lincoln West says he will chime in for this contribution for the payment for you to ask a question.
Some question
on behalf of the people.
If we
what bowl you want to go to?
Hey, Coach, this is from the people.
From the people after we beat Michigan, and and then we're cooking with gas. Tell us about Illinois.
We've got a question from the Breakers for you. You got to mention the Breakers. You have to.
For a price, I will.
Someone says, "Do we have the edge at long snapper? Possibly,
perhaps."
Ortiz, we got something there.
Yeah. Man, Ortiz is the best, most athletic-looking long snapper ever. He's like 6'5", cut.
Yeah.
I mean, I usually saw him prance around on the field. I was like, "Who's that long snapper?" Whoa! I'd have him out there. Because Michigan would look at him and go, "What? Wait, they got a long snapper that looks like that." Maybe they're better than I think.
Another factor for the game, which is odd for Game 5. Heat.
Yeah, 93 degrees.
93 degrees.
Is it gonna be windy?
It sucks.
I guarantee it'll be 20 miles an hour at least.
It was incredible yesterday. What an amazing day. And now it's gonna be 93 degrees and windy on Saturday.
Anytime you get that kind of heat this time of year, you got a big southern wind. It'll be out of the south.
It'll be 93 degrees on really. I'll be darned. I might wear short pants.
Yeah. We have a text coming in here. Yeah, short pants for Sip. From the text line 464-5685. This is from Ben Sorensen. Same spelling, S-E-N. He says it might be your cousin, Jake. He says, first time listening and watching live since the show is 4 to 6 a.m. for me in Portland, Oregon. I'm sitting in the airport right now, heading home for the game. He's from Utica, but he lives in Portland, Oregon.
Utica. Nice.
He says also, I want to say hi. I'm jealous I can't text in. My dad bought Osceola's school universal gym my freshman year of high school in 2008. It sat in my basement. I broke it down and set it up. No torches? No torches. Yeah,
no torches. You didn't have to torch it.
Didn't have to torch it.
He had one, though.
Yeah.
He had one in his basement.
He had one in his basement. Bought it from the school. If we could get a price on that, we'd love to know that.
I wonder how you'd have to take it piece by piece into your basement.
Yeah. And then there are all those singular plates.
Right. Oh, that would be
incredible.
That's a project.
Yeah.
God,
I wish he had a picture of that. He has to have a picture of that in his basement.
Yeah, try to get a picture.
Need a picture. When we come back,
Breaker
walking by. Friend of the show, Lance Leipold, not coming on with us, but he's got a big game. Big game on Saturday. Can Kansas spring the upset on Texas? We'll discuss that next. An early break on the ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
It's not often a man wakes up and says, I feel the best I have in years. We hear this all the time at Limitless Mail, and it can happen to you when you go to Limitless Mail and get a blood test to see what your body is missing. That's how simple it is. Schedule a free consult with Limitless Mail. Discuss your symptoms. Do the blood test. If your lab results say you're low in testosterone, we can fix that. Age is just a number. You can feel your best again. Just ask Limitless Mail.
If you want all the latest technologies from those big banks, but you also want that hometown feel when you walk in the front doors, choose Midwest Bank. They have top-notch technology. They make banking so easy, and they also have the friendliest staff who will take their time to get to know you and treat you like family. You get the best of both worlds when you choose Midwest Bank. I live on the go, and now I can bank on the go. With Midwest Bank, I have everything I need at my fingertips. I'm volleyball player Allie Batenhorst, and at Midwest Bank, you'll love banking here.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Gaina Trucking guarantees a 40-hour work week year-round, and their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Summer is winding down, but there's no reason to put your golf clubs away. Double Eagle Golf makes golf leagues and events possible year-round. Sign up today for 9-hole leagues this fall, any day from Monday to Friday, starting on September 25th. Check out their deals on monthly memberships and schedule your Husker watch parties, birthday or bachelor parties, corporate and team outings, or just a good old Saturday with the boys. That's all at Double Eagle Golf inside the Kinetic Sports Complex on West O Street. Call today at 402-742-0140.
If your car has sent you to the sidelines, Eustace Body Shop can help. With gold-class certified technicians, OEM parts, and free loaner cars, Eustace Body Shop is your best choice this Husker season. And with 6 locations across central and eastern Nebraska, we've got you covered, whether you're rooting at home or you're headed to Memorial Stadium. Get a free online quote at EustaceBodyShop.com, and let's get you back in the game.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and our big fall sales underway, and the new truck incentives are off the charts. Over $5,000 in discounts on select new Sierras and Silverados and 0.9% interest rates. Yes, you heard right. $5,000 off, 0.9% interest rates on select new trucks here at Koppel. So please take that short money-saving drive down 144th Street and check out that great small-town vibe with big city deals. We look forward to seeing you, or check us out online at KoppelCars.com. You'll be glad you did. All deals with approved credit.
So I switched my insurance to State Farm, and get this. I talked to an actual State Farm agent who lives in my actual town. And get this. My actual agent in my actual town gave me actual help with the coverage I needed. And get this. My actual agent in my actual town who gave me actual help actually knows my name. And get this. They actually say it's called service.
Call your local State Farm agent, Vinny Kreekak, at 402-474-1173.
Is your backyard ready for fun with friends and family this fall? GE Landscape Supply has pavers and boulders, which are a great accent for any landscaping project. And you can find them at 6701 Cornhusker Highway. GE Landscape Supply sells to homeowners and contractors with a vast selection of landscaping and construction materials. And don't forget, They deliver anywhere, nearby or far away. Stop by at 6701 Cornhusker Highway from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday to Friday. Go to GELandscapesupply.com for more info or call 402-467-1627.
Accelerate your financial journey. With Kasasa Cash, experience the thrill of earning more with each transaction or the freedom to withdraw your cash from any ATM nationwide. Not to mention, no monthly service fees. It's the power of earning up to 5.5% APY on your Kasasa Cash with Liberty First Credit Union. Earn rewards beginning at a penny, continuing up to $40,000. Visit libertyfirstcu.com for details. Federally insured by NCUA. Liberty First Credit Union. Banking with purpose. Account qualifications apply.
You don't think about your roof very often, but you should never take it for granted. Roofing Service Company takes every measure to provide you with the highest quality roofing solution. Whether it's a new roof installation, roof repair, or a re-roofing project, their overall goal is to provide you with a pleasant experience and a long-lasting roof. If you have a need for siding or gutters, they're your place too. Visit roofingservicecompany.com for more info today.
I'm not on drugs. I'm not drunk. Is Early Break with Sip and Jay, brought to you by Gaina Trucking. Weekday mornings from 6 to 8 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
A quick plug. We are again at 11th and O, 1040 O Street. Come on by the Mill Coffee. They're about to open up here in a second. They'll be open temporarily or open shortly. Not temporarily. Open shortly.
Open temporarily. They'll be open for now. They'll be open for 20 minutes.
Words are hard. They'll be
Anything
open
from
all day.
6:30 to 6:54.
Yeah, come down.
Yeah, it's a short window here. You got to be. Yeah, come on.
As long
down.
as the crumb cake lasts, then they're closing.
They've got all their coffees. I've got iced coffee, lattes, all you want. Any of that stuff. Or if you just want drip coffee, they got that too.
Drip coffee.
Nice.
1040 O Street, our new station here, 11th and O. Come on by. Make it a new part of your morning.
Yeah.
Make it a new tradition for your morning.
Wasn't it Joe DiMaggio that did Mr. Coffee?
He did.
Mr. Coffee. Everyone had a Mr. Coffee. That was like the universal machine. There's no house.
My parents had a Mr. Coffee.
Everybody had a Mr. Coffee. Joe DiMaggio was the spokesperson.
Really?
It's incredible.
Yeah, he was.
He was incredible.
That was that's going ways back. That has to be 70s.
Yeah.
Well,
it was the best.
Wow. What else is new?
You pop out just putting in the filter, then you scoops of coffee in.
Yeah, and he had a suit on those commercials.
He did. He had a suit on. Mr. Coffee.
Yeah.
Joe DiMaggio.
Mr. Coffee.
And a reminder, tomorrow morning, we will not be here. We'll be at Double Eagle
Where will
Golf.
we be?
Double Eagle Golf, West Hill Street, Kinetic Sports Complex. Get your tee times, book your bays. I mean, at doubleeagle.golf. It's not .com. It's doubleeagle.golf.
Please stop
Thank you
by
for the
and see
reminder.
us.
Yeah.
Please stop by and see us.
We want to have
I don't have to worry about it. Why, Jake?
Because I'm going to pick you up. I am Bill's chariot tomorrow morning.
Why are you getting a ride?
We're going in the tick. I want to be fully invested in the morning. I wanted to have the vibe start right away. So Jake's going to pick me up. What time? 5 o'clock, Jake?
I think before that.
Right before that.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
We got to set things up here.
Yeah,
I got to set things up.
I will not be there.
I'm gonna hit some balls.
You'll be there at
5:57.
5:57 as always. Yep, you'll be there at 5:57. We'll be. Yeah, Bill will be out there hitting some golf shots there.
Yeah.
Got a breaker out there? Nope, just someone speeding by in a scooter.
See a lot down here. It's easy to get distracted.
We know. I turned the TV off because you were getting distracted.
You
saw that. I saw
looked at
that.
it several times.
I said I can't have this. I'm just turning it off.
Really?
Yep.
Good idea.
So again,
I get easily distracted. Have you ever noticed that?
I know. 6 to 10 a.m. tomorrow. We'll be there from 6 to 8 for our show. 80 and Raf 8 to 10. But please come on by and wear your USA gear. It's the Ryder Cup. It's a big deal.
You have USA.
They have prizes for the best outfits out there.
That's what's happening.
Seriously, prizes. They have great food. They got all the drinks you could want. You could play golf.
And we're
golf.
trying to get the alumni band together. Remember, they get free drinks and nachos. The alumni band.
That's true. Sam texted about. He said the drinks are a real deal.
And the nachos,
we'll figure it out. We'll get out.
Well, they can go get nachos somewhere else. There's a Taco Bell right down the street.
We'll get the grande.
We'll make it happen.
Nachos grande.
That Taco Bell's right down West O.
One last plug. We'll move on. Also, we have two. We don't have two remotes. The station has two remotes tomorrow. So we're 6 to 10 Double Eagle Golf from 4 to 6 p.m. at Cornhusker Bank, 83rd and O, the brand new big Cornhusker Bank.
Oh, that's a big one.
Old school. Jay Foreman, DP will be out there. Larry, the cable guy, will be here on the airwaves for about a half hour. So he's always hilarious as usual. It's open to anybody. I know it's Customer Appreciation Day, but it's anybody's invited. So food, drinks, come on by.
Say that.
Cornhusker Bank.
Address.
83rd and you can't miss it. You really can't miss it. It is massive.
And they're also a member of FDIC.
They are a member of FDIC.
So your money is protected there.
It is.
Yes.
So there you go. A friend of the show, Lance Leipold, we've had him on twice in the last few months. We had him on, was it 2 weeks ago or last week?
A couple weeks ago. Right before they played Nevada.
Ever since then, hey, they're 4-0. The Kansas Jayhawks are 24th in the country, heading to Texas, to Austin this weekend to play the Longhorns. So they are 16.5-point underdogs as of yesterday. Now, as Bill pointed out the other day, they won in Leipold's first year. They went to Texas and won. They beat
overtime.
The Longhorns.
Went for 2.
They beat the Longhorns.
Yeah, it's 57-56.
Yeah.
Is there any reason why they?
57.
Yeah, it was a great high-scoring game. Is there any reason why they can't win on Saturday? Texas can beat Bama. That was a hell of a win on the road for Texas. Amazing win for them to win in Tuscaloosa. But they also were tussling with Wyoming the next week.
There's no reason they can't win.
It's tough.
It'd be a hard win, but when you have a quarterback, you always have a chance.
Jaylon Daniels.
And we've already talked about that they are much improved on defense. So
they're more physical. They're running the ball well. Kansas is running the ball well and playing physical defense, which Chris Childers, is that your friend Chris Childers?
We're not friends, but I listen to his
he wants to be friends with him.
Yeah, and he said that
it was the most remarkable job in the history of college football.
Coaching
job in the history of college football.
I mean, getting Kansas.
There's some things to that he's not all wrong.
Getting Kansas to run the ball well, play physical defense, be undefeated. I mean, after winning 6 last year, it is sort of mesmerizing
for where that program was.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, they do have a chance to win this game. Now, again, I saw it 17.5 last night. They're big dogs. I get it. But they
had the big regulator that saved them. And that is two things. Obviously, a new coaching staff that has great vision in Lance.
Mm-hmm.
The second thing is that they could unlimited signees to get back to 85 scholarships, because before they were always 20 scholarships under, because they could never get back because of attrition.
Yeah.
So now they're back. So now guess what? They have a full boat, and that matters.
Yeah, and Lance obviously knows what he's doing in recruiting, because he stocked the roster fast. They look good.
Yeah, they're a good-looking team.
Yeah, they're a good-looking team.
Good-looking team.
Good-looking running backs. I mean, great-looking quarterback.
Devin Neal's a stud. He's a good running back.
It's a good quarterback battle. Quinn Ewers versus Jaylon Daniels is a good. Now, Texas does run the ball and stop the run now. It'll be tough. I mean, Texas is a physical team. And that might knock.
Remember, Wyoming and Texas were 10-10 in the fourth quarter, and they made a brilliant play down the sideline by their really good receiver to get it to 17. But so that tells you that they have hope.
It's a very big game for Lance, but not like it's
not a make or break.
No, he's in a good situation because nobody's expecting him to win.
It's not a make
no.
or break. Like
no, not even close.
No, Kansas is back, and no.
It's the pressure is more on Texas. Obviously,
absolutely
ranked third. They have designs on, being a Final Four team. But if they lose this,
and then the game, I think the game right after, if I'm correct, isn't it the Red River?
Oh, would it be the Red River rivalry, which will be tougher this year because you're on Oklahoma, right?
I'm on Oklahoma.
You're on Oklahoma. You like Oklahoma.
I like them. I do.
They look good this year.
I like
them. They had a good start to the season.
They didn't score much against Cincy, but the quarterback was still pretty productive.
Yeah, he threw for 322.
Yeah,
Dylan Gabriel
for 322. Dylan Gabriel, 322.
They're actually playing defense this year, unlike last year. They didn't play defense after Gabriel's first 4 games. So we're rooting for Kansas on Saturday.
Yeah.
Again, we said this in our group text. If Kansas beats Texas, we got to do a show from Lawrence, don't we? This is a Husker radio station, but I tell you what, Leipold Lance used to be at Nebraska.
He'd really appreciate it.
I'd like to do that.
He'd
really do it from his house. We could do it from the middle of the field, possibly.
I'd like to do it from his house.
Yeah.
We talked about that.
I'm sure
I'd like to stay.
Welcome us.
He welcome us at the house.
He probably would. That's the thing.
Stay at his house Thursday.
Garage
like that. Josh's eyes are rolling back in his head. Hey, I'm seeing right there. He's just
He's got to have a nice garage, right? He's got to have a nice.
I would
think
so.
Yeah, I would prefer going down there on the off week. Wouldn't that make more sense?
Yes,
but it's not the same as beating Texas and going down there the week after that.
Yeah,
we could.
Well, they'd still have
the bye week is in play. Nebraska's bye. Yeah, that's true. Nebraska's bye week is the October 14th weekend. They don't have a game.
I kind of prefer that. since I have duties.
Yeah.
Lawrence would be fun though.
It'd be a great time.
Isn't there a place to post up on the avenue down there that you go to?
Mass Street?
Yeah.
Mass Street.
Massachusetts
Street.
Street.
Yes, they call it Mass down there.
Okay.
It is Massachusetts Street. You're correct, but they call it Mass Street.
Now Doc's down there too, so we could have Doc Sadler's on the Kansas basketball staff.
You think Doc would come hang with us? Get some beers?
Of course he would. Lance and Doc.
Lance and Doc partying with us? All right, let's do it.
Yeah, Vedril's on Lance staff.
All sorts of connections down there. Let's make it happen.
Yeah.
Let's make it happen.
Yeah, there's probably guys on the staff that have connections too. I don't even know of. I just know Vedril. But yeah, I guess it could be kind of fun.
Joe Daly's down there. Is
Joe Daly down there?
Everybody's down
Wait
there.
a second.
Yeah.
Daly's down there?
Yeah. Yeah, Joe's down there.
I'll be damned.
There's a game also. We have. I didn't know this was tomorrow night. There's a game, ranked opponents in the Pac-12.
There's great games tomorrow night.
The Pac-12. Utah, 10th ranked Utah, without Cam Rising still, right? Not playing yet, is at Oregon State.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Oregon State just had a close loss to Washington State last week.
It's a huge game.
Utah beats UCLA 14-7, low scoring defensive game.
It's a huge
Utah,
game.
Oregon State tomorrow night.
Three great games. There's Cincy at BYU
tomorrow,
and then
no, this one's just tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh,
tomorrow, and it's Cincy at BYU tomorrow.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Didn't look at that, so you didn't. Yeah, thanks, Jake, for not doing that. Yeah, exactly. Didn't go to everything.
Oh, here we go. I got it. Go ahead.
Yeah,
tomorrow.
And then we had Louisville at NC State. There's three great games tomorrow.
Pretty good games.
Jake was going to talk about just one. I thought maybe we'd expand.
It was a top 25. Yeah. Now I get that.
Back to Kansas. Kansas beating BYU got my attention. I hope Lance doesn't listen to the show sometimes because I thought BYU.
He listens every morning.
I thought BYU
the breaker.
I thought BYU would beat Kansas. So that got my attention.
Yeah.
I mean, he's done a remarkable job there. Okay. I mean, we're already kind of like, they beat BYU. Yeah. Big deal. Yeah, no, that's a big deal that Kansas can beat a program like that. And I guess it's pretty telling.
Beat them fairly handily.
They
were in control of the game.
They can beat BYU handily, and we just kind of go,
Yeah. Now it's
that's
like
Kansas.
Yeah, exactly. And
they were in shambles 3
Remember
years ago.
BYU the week before went and beat Arkansas at Arkansas. Went and beat Arkansas at
that's
Arkansas.
a big win. That's a big
then
win.
Arkansas goes to LSU and loses in the last play of the game.
You know how BYU is. Yes. They're tough and dirty.
Dirty. They're older.
If you want to watch any football tonight, there is not just NFL. There's 3 college games. They're not great, but there's games.
What is today?
Well, the first one's a great one. That's not true, Jake. Middle Tennessee against Western Kentucky.
That's a great game.
That's 100 miles of hate.
That's what it's called.
That's what they call it.
Oh, is that
it's
right?
It's called 100 miles of hate.
You can watch that on the CBS Sports Network.
Yes, that's real.
Not CBS Sports Network.
Can you watch?
Then you have Temple against on the road at Tulsa.
That one intrigues me because when I saw the quarterback have 2 throws last week against Northern Illinois where someone was wide open by like 25 yards and he airmailed one 20 yards over his head and he threw one in the dirt.
Skipping rocks.
So I want to see what happens.
That the Tulsa quarterback did that? Or?
Tulsa quarterback.
Not Lombardi.
Yeah,
not Rocky.
Not Lombardi, no.
Oh.
Okay, then what's the other game?
Last one is Jacksonville State against Sam Houston.
That's a real one. That gets real.
ESPNU, 7 p.m.
God, they're
That's Logan Smothers in that game. Logan Smothers.
He's not starting.
Well, he's there though.
Yeah,
he's at the
can watch
program.
him on the side.
He has played. He's played this year. He's had decent playing time at Jacksonville State.
Yeah,
that's your games tonight.
Okay, that's good. That's interesting.
So stay tuned for that and watch some.
I might tune into.
Then we have NFL too.
We do. We have got
who's on.
The Lions are playing a second Thursday night game already. I mean, again, I know week 1 is like, okay. They have plenty of time. It's not a short week for the week 1, but. This is week 4, and they're playing their second Thursday night game on the road again. They're at Green Bay. They're at KC the first Thursday night. They're at Green Bay tonight.
That's not friendly.
That's not right.
It's not friendly. But I tell you one thing: if you're so positive to play in this game, you go get a win in this game, and they're basically like, "Hey, see you Monday."
God,
just see you Monday.
Yeah.
And so that like practice this week is probably more walkthrough type of things.
Yeah.
I mean, when you play on Sunday and Thursday. And you're traveling, which means you left Wednesday.
God.
That's incredible. I remember the scramble feeling of what it was like to play on a Thursday when you played on a Saturday. It was like, oh my Lord.
Everything gets pushed up.
It was just so Panicsville. And
was it Panicsville?
It was Panicsville until it really was. For a second, all you do is, oh my God. Then you go on, hang on a second. Let's just do what we do. Let's do this. Let's get this part done. And just keep your kids like this. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. It really isn't.
When we come back, Rick Heyman, Sauter Heyman Jewelers Song of the Day.
Is he coming in?
He's on the airwaves. He's on the phone today.
I hope it's good, Rick. Remember, we had a
yes song last week that Sip liked. It being Bill did not.
Yeah, it was a 2. No, I gave it a 0.9. So we're hoping for an upgrade.
I went to a 0.8. I was low. I was below you.
We'd like to upgrade, please, Rick Heyman.
Rick Heyman's next.
Sauter Heyman.
Early break in the ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
It's not often a man wakes up and says, I feel the best I have in years. We hear this all the time at Limitless Mail, and it can happen to you when you go to Limitless Mail and get a blood test to see what your body is missing. That's how simple it is. Schedule a free consult with Limitless Mail. Discuss your symptoms. Do the blood test. If your lab results say you're low in testosterone, we can fix that. Age is just a number. You can feel your best again. Just ask Limitless Mail.
All right, Rico, let's do the final checklist before we head out. We have a lot of people coming to the tailgate today. I'm ready. Burgers? Check. Chips? Check. Icy cold beer? Check. Except this one. I'm forgetting something. Wait a second. Where's the Führer's cheese spread? I can't stop eating it. Rico, relax. I always pack extra. It's the biggest hit of the tailgate.
For the best appetizer, party dip, and tailgate snack, load up on Führer's cheese spread today. Found in most local grocery stores.
You don't think about your roof very often, but you should never take it for granted. Roofing Service Company takes every measure to provide you with the highest quality roofing solution. Whether it's a new roof installation, roof repair, or a re-roofing project, their overall goal is to provide you with a pleasant experience and a long-lasting roof. If you have a need for siding or gutters, they're your place too. Visit roofingservicecompany.com for more info today. If you struggle with joint pain, there's good news. You don't need surgery to get back to full health. South Point Medical and Aesthetics offers breakthrough non-surgical options for treatment of moderate to severe joint pain. Our patients experience little to no downtime from our procedures, and the results are remarkable. They've had 14 years of successful treatments with patients from 35 states because of an effective word-of-mouth traffic. Learn more about how you can get lasting results for joint pain today at southpointmedical.com or call 402-323-8400.
Acres, your John Deere dealer, is offering hot financing on all new compact tractors. For a limited time, get 0% interest for 84 months when you buy any new John Deere compact tractor. And with a variety of attachments, you'll make quick work of chores around your acreage. From mowing to grading and moving large loads, Acres has a John Deere tractor to handle your toughest projects. Don't delay. Visit your local Acres store to take advantage of this great offer. Acres, solutions for every field. Offer expires September 30th, 2023, subject to approved credit with John Deere Financial.
Muchachos has been Lincoln's leader for New Mexican barbecue for a few years now, and they've expanded into Omaha. That's right, you can get all your favorites like the pipeline burrito with 3 meats, rice, beans, queso, and crushed chips, or any of their great taco options in Lincoln or Omaha. Plus, they want to give back, as the Malachi Coleman Give-A-Rito, a 2-meat hatchback burrito, gives proceeds to the Fly Like Kai Foundation for the Lincoln foster care community. Stop by Muchachos in Lincoln at 11th and L or in Omaha at 1258 South 13th Street.
If you're not going to Memorial Stadium for a home game and don't have any travel plans for away games, there's a great place in Omaha to catch the action, the Inner Rail Food Hall. There's plenty of space. The Backstretch Bar has amazing game specials on game days. $15 Blue Moon and Bud Light pitchers, $6 margaritas, and $6 Moscow Mules. And if you're hungry, take in some of their great options from their game day pizza specials. Do football game day right in the Inner Rail Food Hall in Exarban Village in Omaha.
Rosie Sports Bar and Grill, open for lunch and dinner at 10th and P or at 1501 Center Park Road.
Houses? They're expensive. And once you buy one, you're kind of stuck with it for a while. You need to make sure you get your best house for the best price. You need Ben Bleicher and his team of pros at Professional Realty Group. They'll take the time to figure out what's important for you in your dream home, and they have the expertise to find the hidden issues that could surprise you after the sale. That's professional knowledge, proactive service. We call that potential. Ben Bleicher and the team at Professional Realty Group of Berkshire Hathaway's home service ambassador. Find more online at prg-ne.com. The Southern Pecan Cake from Beatrice Bakery. They don't just let you call anything Southern, especially when it's baked right here in Nebraska. But there are standards you have to meet, like a rich, decadent, moist caramel cake? Check. Bursting with too many large pecans to count? Check. Big enough to share with the whole group? Check. But delicious enough that you won't want to share? A big check on that one. The Southern Pecan Cake, the newest cake to the Beatrice Bakery lineup. Try it for yourself at Beatrice Bakery. Online at BeatriceBakery.com. Welcome to our world of yum.
We have a doubleheader coming your way this Thursday and Friday right here on 93.7 The Ticket. Hey guys, it's Nick Sainert. Join me and Jay Foreman not once but twice this week for high school football here in the state of Nebraska. On Thursday night, it's number 2 Millard South versus number 10 Lincoln East from Seacrest Field as kickoff is slated for 7 p.m. And then on Friday, join us for one of the best rivalries in all of the city. The Silverhawks of Lincoln Southwest play Lincoln Southeast on Friday night at 8 p.m. Join me and Jay Foreman once again on Thursday at 7 p.m. and on Friday at 8 p.m. for high school football right here on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Move over, Jake.
I'm moving. Jeez.
Thursdays are reserved for a man with a wider range of music knowledge than Jake could ever dream of.
This is the golden era. You would hear this on any radio station. You know, it wasn't like it is now. You know, you got country, you got R&B, you got pop, you got rap, you got rock. They didn't have that then. You heard everything.
A man who knows a good song when he hears it, just as much as a good diamond when he sees it.
You get a diamond!
Yes, I do get a diamond. I get a diamond, and that makes me happy.
It's time for Rick Heyman's Song of the Day, sponsored by Sartor Heyman Jewelers, on Early Break on 93.7 The Ticket.
Once again, your song of the day, For Your Eyes Only by Sheena Easton. 464-56851 is bad. 10 is good. Text your rating on Rick Heyman, Sartor Heyman Jewelers. Song of the day. He said.
I'll be damned.
Well, I'll be go to hell.
Sheena Easton.
Sheena Easton.
You're looking for Mick Jagger. We got a breaker. We got a breaker. God bless him.
That's an actual breaker.
That's a breaker. God bless him. Sheena Easton, For Your Eyes Only this morning. Yeah. I'm very interested in the explanation. And I will say,
He'll tell you in a second.
Serious creativity. I mean,
creativity is off the chart.
Knocked you.
Yeah.
Bill's singing it. Bill's singing the song.
It's Sheena Easton. I got the best of Sheena Easton 8-track.
Here you go.
Wow. Really?
Wow. Yes.
Yeah. Creativity. Surprise.
It's creative.
Yeah, surprise. I can get to a 4.2275. 4.2275.
I think the skill set of Sheena was pretty incredible.
Was it, though?
The piano? Did you hear the piano?
I don't think she was playing.
I don't care. The piano was good, though.
The piano was good.
Don't care if she wasn't.
She might have been. Now,
I remember
it's possible she plays the piano.
Remember this song well when I was playing high school football. My dad was the head coach. We always played this right before he went out. Dad's like, play it. Because we're going to play a game for your eyes only. That's what we went with Sheena. No AC/DC.
You can play Sheena right now.
Play it.
Come on.
creativity again was a 10. Outstanding. Her great vocal skills. It still falls into the 4-6-2.
Okay.
4-6-2.
That's like a defense.
Yes.
The 4-6-2.
The 4-6-2.
That's a
Farley had the 13
He was
man.
the 5-5-3.
With the 5-5-3 prevent. Tell you one could use that. Notre Dame could use the 5-5-3.
They could use that.
Yeah.
I'll go with the 3 flat on that one.
Okay, Jake.
3 flat.
Okay. 3 flat.
We are joined now on the Honda of Lincoln hotline by the Allo VIP hotline by Rick Heyman, Sauter Heyman Jewelers. Rick, good morning. Thanks for joining us today. I can hear the echo.
It sounds good.
Rick,
you sound good, Jake.
Oh boy, that's loud. Rick, can you hear us?
Yeah, can you hear me?
I can hear you. I can hear you.
Terrible scores as usual. Thank you.
Not as usual. You've had some great scores from us.
Terrible scores as usual.
We're doing movie songs now.
Oh, I like that.
Movie songs. Okay.
I like that. I like that theme.
Yeah. Sheena Easton. Incidentally, after those terrible scores last week, I would like you to know that I received several unsolicited direct messages to my Facebook agreeing with me about yes.
Okay.
And so there.
So take that, you chumps.
I wonder if those people also, took a shot at looking back.
Ooh.
One of them did. Yeah, one of them did. I'll show up to you
rough.
next time I come down.
Let's
tried
change
to get there yesterday while you guys were still there. I got held up, but by the way, driving from the interstate through the middle of Lincoln, I had to get to 48th and Vine, your old area. My God, it's insane. I mean, 48th Street's been closed for what? 2 years now, something.
48th
for a while.
48th is. I've left that from the old studio trying to get out. Oh man, it's horrible.
You can't go north there.
It's horrible. You're in New York City. You are in
It's
New
bad.
York City.
Shut down.
Shut down. I'm with you, Rick, on that one.
Okay. All right. Well, anyway, I missed you guys. By the way, the waffles were incredible.
They were.
Sounds
Heavenly
like
waffles.
they're going to be there every Wednesday.
That's
so.
correct.
Come in next Wednesday and I'll have waffles with you. We'll
Yes.
dine. We'll dine.
All right. We'll dine together.
Yes, I'd like to do
Okay.
that.
Okay, you got it. Sheena, the lovely, beautiful Sheena Easton. Oh, how could you possibly give this song 4s? Especially the movie For Your Eyes Only, James Bond. Come on, man.
The movie was phenomenal. Bond.
Oh, my gosh. Go watch the video. I sent it to Jake. She is just incredibly talented and beautiful, and still is, by the way. She was born in 1959. I'm going to skip some of this because they're questions for our Stump the Sipper and Coach. Her first 2 singles were Modern Girl and 9 to 5, which was later released as Morning Train. My baby takes the morning train.
Yeah, I would have gave that one a 9.
With the movie.
You sound like Sheena.
Okay.
I'm like,
She became one of the most successful British female recording artists of all time. I'm going to skip this part. However, this is good. She has recorded 15 studio albums, released a total of 55 singles, and has had 20 consecutive U.S. singles, including 15 top 40 hits, 7 top 10s, 1 number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100 between 81 and 91. She received 5 certified gold albums and 1 platinum album. In Canada, she scored 3 gold albums and 2 platinum albums with 25 top 40 international hit singles. She has sold over 40 million records worldwide. She also became the first and only recording artist in Billboard history to have a top 5 hit on each of Billboard's primary singles charts. That would be country, pop, R&B, and dance. And some others. Anyway, For Your Eyes Only, the last Roger Moore starred Bond movie, and it's a great movie. The movie poster alone's worth it. It did about $195 million at the box office, and she was the theme song. And go watch that video because it's the official trailer of the movie. with all the bubbles going around and her, and there's, you know, silhouettes of people. The Broccoli brothers, you know, they produced all those Bond movies. I think they still own that franchise, and they've done tons of them, but it's great. So we're going to be doing movie theme songs and RIP as needed. So with that in mind, Stump the Sippers and Coach.
Here we go.
Nice.
First one. Is Sheena Easton British, South African, or Scottish?
You said it. She's British. Give me a diamond. I'll take a sapphire.
You get a CZ. She's Scottish.
Oh, that was a layup.
Duh. Who doesn't know that?
Come on, Sip.
Okay,
Bill?
for the coach, was this the 10th, 12th, or 14th Bond movie?
12th.
You get a diamond, number 12.
Confidently
I looked
and
that up
quickly.
last
You did.
He's prepared
You
for the
anticipated
segment.
this.
Pick six.
You anticipated
He
this.
was cheating. He was Googling. She was nominated for 6 Grammy Awards. This back to Sip. How many has she won?
4.
You get another CZ. It's 2. And here's a bonus
How would you
question.
know?
How many times has she been married?
Bill, you guess there.
3.
4.
That's not. I'm not giving you the horns for that.
CZ.
It's not bad. Yeah, it's easy for you.
Yeah.
And I think the longest one was like 8 months. So
She's hard to
she
deal
might
with.
be a
8 months.
little bit of-
She's hard to deal
Tough
with.
one. Rick,
kinda
what's going
tough
on?
to deal with there.
Rick, what's going on right now at Sauter Heyman Jewelers?
Hey, 1 block down from you guys, 12th and 0. We are doing some amazing changes to that store. That's going to be our new outlet store, where merchandise that just didn't get sold is going to be minimum 30% off, up to 75% off. Watch for that. It's opening very soon. Check us out at sarterheyman.com. Don't buy anything this Christmas until you check us, because we have some amazing deals coming for that. Check us out at sarterheyman.com and on Facebook and Instagram. And I'll post more interesting things about the lovely and beautiful Sheena Easton on personal Facebook at Rick Heyman.
Rick, always good stuff. Thanks for the time. We will chat with you again next week.
Bye-bye.
Song of the day again was For Your Eyes Only by Sheena Easton.
Sounded
No
like
scores from us.
Sounded like Rush.
Very similar.
I'm not
sound.
going there.
When we come back, Mike Schaefer is
Not
here
going
in
there.
studio, top of the hour next, an early break in the ticket.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. The home of Kansas City Royals baseball. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
It's football season, and that means coaches everywhere are busy making game plans. Hi, my name is Seth Morris with Liberty Law Group. Teams make game plans because no 2 opponents are the same. At Liberty Law, we know no 2 cases are the same. Whether it's a DUI, a criminal charge, or you were injured and it wasn't your fault, we tailor our legal game plan to meet your unique needs. We are relentless trial attorneys serving all of Nebraska. To learn more, go to libertylawnebraska.com. Again, that's libertylawnebraska.com.
This is Brian at Midwest Bank, and we've been proudly serving clients in the Lincoln community since 2008, and we're excited to open a second location in January 2024 at 70th and Pioneers Boulevard. Our new branch will provide all the convenient services you're looking for in a bank, along with the friendly staff we're known for. Whether you're starting a business or expanding your business, our team is here for you. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank. Find out more at midwestbank.com, member FDIC.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Gaina Trucking guarantees a 40-hour work week year-round, and their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Xandar.
Yes, Marlex.
If you want to assimilate into Nebraska culture, you must learn the reactions of joy from playing and winning Nebraska Pick 5 from the Nebraska Lottery.
Specify.
Nebraska life forms use words like yippee, wow, woohoo, and booyah.
Logical. Nebraska Pick 5 grows by $10,000 each time it is not won.
This produces hyperactive reactions in humans.
I will try. Yip-ee.
Needs more work.
Nebraska Pick 5 top prize odds 1 in 658,000.
You're counting on your team to win, so why not prove it? By placing your bets at Warhorse Sportsbook. Their win is your win. Put your money where your mouth is on nearly every sporting event. Use the Warhorse app to check odds and build your bets before placing your wagers in person at Warhorse Casino, including live in-game betting. No bets, no glory. Wagers may only be placed on Nebraska-based teams when played outside the state of Nebraska. Must be 21 or older to gamble. Gambling problem? Call 1-833-BET-OVER.
Hot tub season is here, and to celebrate, Bonds Pool & Spa is having a sale so good that they're offering it up for the whole month. Soak up the savings when you purchase a new High Life Collection or Limelight Collection spa and receive a free step and cover lifter from now through the end of September. Stock will go fast, so hurry in and claim your new spa today and soak up the savings at Bonds Pool & Spa, 33rd and Highway 2, or at bondsallpool.com. At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just a professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at pahlincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, our passion. For happier, healthier furry friends.
Is your backyard ready for fun with friends and family this fall? GE Landscape Supply has pavers and boulders, which are a great accent for any landscaping project. And you can find them at 6701 Cornhusker Highway. GE Landscape Supply sells to homeowners and contractors with a vast selection of landscaping and construction materials. And don't forget, they deliver anywhere, nearby or far away. Stop by at 6701 Cornhusker Highway from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday to Friday. Go to gelandscapesupply.com for more info or call 402-467-1627.
Plains Cover Crop is your one-stop seed shop. Call us now for spring and summer forages, CRP mixes, and fall cover crop blends. We do farm-specific consulting for practical and efficient seed blends to fit your geography and goals. With a very diverse inventory, we will tailor a blend just for you. We're also looking for contract growers, and we buy and sell rye. Find us online at plainscovercrop.com. Timeless agronomy practices paired with modern technology. East Highway 20 in Orchard and across Nebraska.
Muchachos has been Lincoln's leader for New Mexican barbecue for a few years now, and they've expanded into Omaha. That's right, you can get all your favorites like the pipeline burrito with 3 meats, rice, beans, queso, and crushed chips, or any of their great taco options in Lincoln or Omaha. Plus, they want to give back, as the Malachi Coleman Giverito, a 2-meat hatchback burrito, gives proceeds to the Fly Like Kai Foundation for the Lincoln foster care community. Stop by Muchachos in Lincoln at 11th and L or in Omaha at 1258 South 13th Street.
Are you working in or looking to get into the electrical construction industry? The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
Wake up, Lincoln.
I overslept. Damn rooster didn't crow.
It's time for Early Break, sponsored by Midwest Bank. Live from Lincoln, America. Here's 93.7 The Ticket's Jake Sorensen.
I'm wrong, but I'm not.
Husker Online, Steve Sipple.
If I were a feral cat.
And longtime college football assistant coach, Bill Busch.
You get one team. Mine's the Houston Oilers. I'm not the Texans, and I'm not the Titans, so I'm out.
This is Early Break.
Welcome back to Hour 2 on a Thursday. Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, Bill Busch on Early Break. Hour 2, sponsored by our friends at Midwest Bank. Member FDIC. Location in Lincoln at 27th and Jamie Lane. New location coming to 70th and Pioneers by early 2024. And what is Steve Schindler's special today, Bill?
Name the exact score of the Nebraska-Michigan game, and then you will get a free golf cart.
Jeez.
A free golf cart.
Whoa.
Yes.
Jiminy.
That's a big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, the exact
That's
score.
a big price there to
and
pay.
not just the total score. It's got to be by team.
So nothing today, though. You don't get anything today.
No, nothing today.
But you go in. But you got to go in and do this. You can't do it by phone.
It's got to be in by 4:30 on Friday.
And you got to be in person.
What's that?
Can you call
them? Just call in.
Oh, you can call in.
Yeah,
we have a stuff. They have
Steve,
his number.
They have Steve's number. Just text the number to Steve.
Okay.
The exact score of the game, and if they win, it's a free golf cart.
Ah, he's got to think.
It's $14,000 golf cart.
It's a lot. It's a big investment for Steve Schindler.
It's got lights. It's got everything.
Shout out to
golf
Steve
cart's
Schindler.
worth more than my car.
Yeah,
it's a lot. That voice you hear is Mike Schaefer, 24/7 Sports. His hour, of course, sponsored by Bearshin Beer Garden in Omaha. Wonderful place for beers and pretzels and all sorts of German food.
I was going to go there for pretzels.
Yeah, Bill doesn't like pretzels, but
I won't go. I won't go for pretzels.
But he
I'll go
will
for the
get
beer.
he will get the other stuff. There's other good food.
I'm not
Nashville
down
hot
on
chicken too.
I won't eat a pretzel, Shane.
That's all right.
It's okay.
We can find you other food that you will find
exactly.
acceptable.
So I'm not down on this place. So I'm all for it. I'm very excited. I need to throw one thing onto the breakers. I need some help real quick.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead.
For the Pender Alumni Jamboree is going to be the last weekend in June again next year.
Okay.
And we're bringing it back to the street. We're bringing the carnival back. Remember the roller coaster I got caught on?
Yep.
We're bringing that back to the street. So I need some help. Some small towns have had carnivals in the last few years, and I need a number to call. Not a carnival. I need to call someone at the town, like the Chamber of Commerce at North Bend or someplace in that nature. I know North Bend had one last year. So
they did.
Yeah, they had tilt-a-whirl at everything.
They did?
Yeah. So, but when I grew up, it was on Main Street in the town. They shut the whole street down, and it was incredible.
Yeah.
And we're bringing it back. We're bringing it back.
Well,
so I need some help.
For the jamboree.
For the jamboree. If somebody has a contact of a Chamber of Commerce person from a town that lives life like they're supposed to and has a carnival with the real rides, the dangerous stuff too. I want the dangerous stuff.
The tilt-a-whirl.
Tilt-a-whirl.
Yeah, we got to have it. Got to have it.
Thank you.
All right. Before we get to Nebraska, Michigan, Schaefer, there was some news in your neck of the woods in terms of recruiting yesterday. A commitment for Nebraska football. What was the scoop on yesterday?
Yeah, Nebraska flipped Pitt tight end commit Eric Ingwerson on. It happened earlier in the week, but he officially announced on Wednesday afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
He actually came down to Lincoln, watched practice, I believe, a little bit, met with the staff last night, and talked with Matt Rule, talked everything over. But Nebraska reached out to him this weekend, and they're like, "Hey, we know you're committed to Pitt. Just want to let you know you'd have an opportunity here if you're still interested." And it was the right time for Ingwerson, who had visited for the spring game. He got offered in April, but had already committed to Pitt at that point. I think he looks at Nebraska's roster with their tight end and sees that they're probably rebuilding that tight end room. And I think he sees opportunity. And 6'7", there's some contention about how much he actually weighs right now. We have him listed at 235. I've seen him listed at 260 in other places.
Big.
So we're talking about a big guy. I watched him play a few weeks ago here in Lincoln. Lincoln Southeast played Papillion La Vista, and he definitely has a size walking off the bus.
I saw a photo of him next to Trev, and he's much bigger than Trev Alberts, which it gives you some idea. Hey, now wait a second. The one thing that's interesting about this is it's a young tight end room right now.
Yeah, there's not a lot of guarantee of anything though.
No.
I mean, you think about it.
Fedoni.
Yeah, you have Fedoni, you have Borkircher, Luke Lindenmeyer, Jake Applegate, Ishmael Smith Flores, John Goodwin, a handful of walk-on guys. So it kind of makes sense why they would have Carter Nelson in the class, Ian Flint, another tight end that they have from Houston. Now you have Eric Ingwerson.
A lot of tight ends.
Keelan Smith, who's a wide receiver, could end up as a tight end. Quinn Clark, who's a wide receiver, could end up as a tight end.
Mm-hmm.
Two of those guys, Ian Flint and Eric Ingwerson, could end up as offensive linemen. So, they're basically collecting kind of body types and seeing how things fall.
Yep.
Which is really interesting in that position room specifically because as I talked with Eric about, they don't have an official coach. You have the interim coach in Josh Martin. And so we'll see kind of what happens with him and with that position after the season.
So 3 tight ends in the class, and then this is the 7th in-state commit in the class, 26 overall.
They have 7 of the 24/7 Sports top 10 players in state already. Or no, excuse me, 6 of the top 10.
6
and
of the
then
top 10.
Caleb Benning, whenever that decision comes, looks like that could be number 7.
Okay.
They end up with 8 commitments in state, which is pretty high. Since I've been covering it, that's definitely the highest.
Yeah. That's the highest.
Yep.
since
So for me, since 2011, I don't know when the last time they've taken more than 8 in state would be.
Scholarship guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. And 26, I mean, they just can't take many more.
I mean, they can. Those numbers just have to come from somewhere, right? So, of the remaining targets, you have Caleb Benning, who I mentioned. You have Grant Bricks, who we've talked about before.
Yes, Grant Bricks.
Jayshon Ross, the defensive lineman, defensive end from Kansas City. Those are some of your notables. And then they're keeping tabs on guys that have committed elsewhere. They just sort of like this Eric Ingwerson thing where you just never know. Obviously, in state, a little bit easier to get a guy to flip, but I wouldn't be surprised if, they're still working on stuff, and they still have to maintain their own commitments. I know Ja'Cory Barney coming out here this weekend, wide receiver from Miami. He's hearing from Arizona. He's going to take an official visit there. Miami has not stopped recruiting him in his own backyard, and so he's probably going to pop up for a visit weekend there as well. So recruiting never stops, even when they're committed.
Why did Ingwerson flip?
He said that he recognized the opportunity in Nebraska's tight end room, and then I think he's got a big family up in Omaha, very family-oriented guy, and the ability to stay home and to play in front of that family was by far the biggest driver of all of it.
I saw a
He
video.
also really liked Matt Rule. I mean, those were kind of the 3 things that he talked about.
I saw a TikTok video where he said he had 20 cousins.
Yep.
20 little cousins.
20 little cousins.
Oh,
He's 20 cousins, 6 uncles, 3 aunts. They have a big Sunday dinner.
Okay.
Where most of them are at every single Sunday.
So he didn't want to go away from all that.
You wanted to be able to play in front of a lot of those people.
Okay, so big commitment for Nebraska last night. So big news.
Eric Ingwerson.
Yeah. 6'7", anywhere from 235 to 260.
What high school is he from?
Papillion La Vista.
Papillion La Vista, okay.
The Monarch.
First scholarship recruit from Papillion La Vista, Jake, since first scholarship recruit.
There hasn't been one since I've been covering it.
Since Alan Everidge in 2000.
Oh, wow. That's
Alan Everidge.
I'm supposed to know that. Wow.
Yes.
Unbelievable.
Alan Everidge was a quarterback who ended up
in Wisconsin.
And
Kansas State.
Yeah, Kansas State via Wisconsin, but he committed originally to Nebraska.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Alan Everidge. I remember that saga very well.
It was a saga. I do remember that very well. I didn't know he was the last one from that school, though.
Was it a saga in Beatrice?
No, I just never read about it in the Lincoln Journal-Star back in the day. It was a big deal.
Yes, it was.
I read all about it. I was in middle school or high school.
You were just a little guy.
High school back then. Regarding this weekend ahead, Schaefer, Nebraska plays Michigan. It looks like it's about a 17.5 to 18-point underdog. Not official yet, but by what we heard from Marcus Satterfield on Tuesday, it sounds like it's going to be Heinrich Harburg at quarterback. Jeff Simsey says it's still not 100%.
Yep.
And you said on the show last week that whoever starts against Louisiana Tech should start this game against Michigan. So it appears to be that way. What's your level of confidence in what Harburg can deliver against a very, very, very good defense in Michigan?
I mean, it's not super high. It's not because of Harburg. It's just because of what you're facing and sort of how your offense has looked at times this year against defenses that aren't really on the level of Michigan. And so I think it's going to be a pretty big challenge for them to come out and put together an offensive game plan that, you've got to work around a lot of things. That's the tough thing. I see a lot of criticism of Marcus Satterfield through 4 games, and it's not like he's working with a well-oiled offensive unit. I mean, you don't have 2 running backs now. You're down wide receivers to begin with. Your offensive line has had its issues, at times throughout the year. It feels like they're also playing better than last year. So there's that too, but you're on your backup quarterback. I mean, think how many starters or how many contributors that you were planning on having at the beginning of August that are not available to you at this point. And you just sort of lack explosion on offense. So I mean, again, it's his job to have them ready. It's his job to call the plays and everything else. I also think it's important to sort of look at the context of what all of this is happening in. Then you get a weekend like this one. You're at home, which is good, but you're playing a pretty good defense that you don't have much margin for error. They're going to have to be able to control the ball. And, if Nebraska's defense can hold up a little bit, then you try to get this into a field position battle, and maybe your defense can set you up for an easy score. I mean, that's what you're kind of hoping for. You want to try to keep this game as much as possible in the teens. The more it gets into the 20s and 30s, the less chance Nebraska has.
Yeah, Michigan first in scoring defense nationally.
Yep.
Third in total defense.
Now, they have not played a schedule that,
no, they haven't.
We around here, Nebraska has received, I think, marginal credit for wins against Northern Illinois and Louisiana Tech. That's been Michigan State or Michigan's entire schedule, basically. I mean, Rutgers was the best team they played. Rutgers gave them a little bit of a challenge, and up until that pick six was pretty much in that football game down 17-7 at that point. But that's the challenge. I mean, Michigan is going to put this game into a situation where there's 4 or 5 critical plays, and if they make all of them, they're going to run away with it.
I would ask you, Shape, in terms of this game and the situation going forward. Now, besides obviously a win, if Nebraska were to upset Michigan, Heinrich Haarberg is still seen as a backup quarterback. Jeff Sims on 100%. What can he do besides a victory to assure he's the guy going forward?
Yeah, Nebraska? I mean, if he can just show that he's in control of that offense, that he's going to have 3 starts here at the end of this game, and we'll see how they do against Michigan. It's a monumental task in front of him, but honestly, if he's able to show control of the offense, if it again looks like he can be the most explosive player on offense, and they can utilize that to find points, I mean, we're going to get into a real conversation about who the starter should be for the month of October. That's the most critical month on this schedule.
He's got to take care of the ball, right?
Yeah, and so I mean, if he's able to do that against Michigan, it's going to feel almost like the decision is taken out of the hands of the coaches, and it's happened on the playing field. So he has that opportunity in front of him. Now, it's going to be a difficult one. Expectations against this Michigan defense aren't exactly high, but it's a great challenge for him, and he's a competitive kid, so I imagine he's embracing it.
Yeah, I mean, again, I just think, to answer Jake's question, largely it's take care of the ball.
Yeah,
I mean, give your team a chance to win the game.
Yeah, I had this conversation with some people yesterday. One of the things that is really difficult about Nebraska over the last half decade or longer is you keep putting quarterbacks in a situation where we ask them to be caretakers of the offense. But, oh, by the way, you have to be the best player on the field.
You have to lead the team in
so
rushing.
that doesn't make any sense.
And throw for 250.
You look at these other teams and the way that they're constructed, and they're never asking their quarterback to be the best player on the field, but also keep it on the tracks.
Right.
So I do
McCarthy's
think
not doesn't have to do that.
When people get really upset about how Nebraska's quarterbacks tend to turn the ball over, well, look what they're asked to do relative to everyone else in the division. Like, they have to be the instant offense, the third down solver, all of those things. But, oh, by the way, we just want you to complete some passes and move the chains and keep the clock running.
Yeah.
Like, it's the duality of that is difficult because sometimes the explosiveness comes from risk, and that risk can also come back and bite you. So it's like, if he shows up and they don't turn the ball over, but they also aren't getting first downs and aren't moving the ball, that's not going to help anything either. So it is a tough needle to thread.
It is.
Continually asking your quarterbacks. I mean, that was Adrian's whole career.
I used to say it all the time.
We had that conversation every Thursday during his career.
Yeah, I'd say if they're going to beat X team, if it's a good team, Adrian, all he's going to have to do is he'll have to run for 100 plus and throw for 250.
Right.
That's all.
Yeah, he's going to have to account for at least 3 total touchdowns, and they can't afford to have any bad critical plays.
Right. So yeah,
but that's it. That's really it.
That's kind of it is kind of it. Now,
you're going against Wisconsin. That's all you got to do, Sip.
What the other thing about this game that comes to mind? It doesn't seem like there's a lot of buzz. It doesn't seem like there's a lot of buzz. What you want as a Nebraska fan is for this not to be a predictable Saturday. It seems like a game that could be very predictable. Kind of half low scoring. Nebraska's in it, but never really a threat to win. That's kind of what everybody expects, right?
Yeah, a little bit. I've heard comparisons to that 2021 Ohio State game. If you could get something to that degree where CJ Stroud and a handful of NFL guys came in here and Nebraska made it a 4-quarter game, essentially. And they had opportunities in that one as well.
Yeah,
that'd be remarkable to me if you could make this a 4-quarter game. It really would.
I don't know. I think when I think predictable, I think like it's 24-7, 24-10.
Yeah,
but Nebraska's never really a major threat to win.
Yeah.
What if you're a Nebraska fan? You want something other than that.
Right.
How about leading into the fourth quarter?
Yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be fun.
Get that fan
that'd
be very unpredictable.
It would be
very unpredictable.
There's a lot of people who think Nebraska's not going to score.
Wonderful.
Which has not occurred since the Arizona State game in 1996.
I think Nebraska right now has the longest streak in the Big Ten of not being shut out.
That goes back to Heinrich, though. I mean, a lot of it, that conversation, because you're kind of counting on him to break one.
Well, I mean, where else does the offense come from?
Right.
So it's you hope one of these times they can hit on a Tommy Hill play. Maybe there's a bust. Thomas Fidone can rip off like a 40-yard seam or something.
Like
but
that.
The hard thing is to talk yourself into Nebraska scoring. You almost have to create scenarios where Michigan makes mistakes.
Yeah,
and that's not a great place to be when you're talking about a college football.
No,
offense.
again, make it something unpredictable.
Do you expect a kitchen sink type game?
What do you mean?
On offense? Oh, like anything is possible. That they could,
doesn't seem like rules
see gadget
personality.
plays, trick plays.
Doesn't seem like rules.
They pulled it out
personality.
against Minnesota in the second half, though.
True, they did.
Like
the score.
There's a part of me that feels like if they have to get weird to score, they might.
They got a little weird.
Yeah,
it got a little weird at Minnesota.
Or what if they just come out and they're just in? We're seeing them run like a power option as the primary use of their offense for the first half.
Option's hard to run against Michigan's defense.
Well,
That's one thing. That's one thing that'll be interesting to watch with Michigan's athleticism. It's hard to run option.
Yeah,
it is.
But I
mean,
think
they got the ends and the linebackers to handle it.
The difficulty though is that it's going to be hard for them to run their straight offense against Michigan too. I mean, they are going to have to rely on some kind of misdirection. I don't know where that's going to come from.
Yeah, it's tough.
Before we get to break and Bill's Thrills, one last question regarding the offense this game. We've learned that Joshua Fleeks is now a running back, not a receiver anymore. So the question is, without the injuries to Gabe Ervin and obviously to Ramir Johnson, who do you expect to be running back to? Is it Emmett Johnson for sure, or is Fleeks in that conversation?
I mean, until I see Josh Fleeks do something, I have to assume it's Emmett Johnson. He's been at the position. I'm sure this is just added depth, and because he wasn't providing much at wide receiver, you can move him there, and it's not going to hurt you. To me, it's just he's probably your running back 3. Maybe he's someone that they like in the scenario of your third down. He handles the blitz pickup, or you get him out of the backfield and can utilize him as a receiver on that critical down. But other than that, it's hard for me to imagine a whole lot of Josh Fleeks with the football.
You may not see a number 2 running back in this game.
Yeah, well,
40 carries for Anthony
Grant.
Grant.
Well, I don't think
some of it's going to be how many actual plays Nebraska runs.
I don't think you need 40. I mean, you can give 27. How 27? God, that's a lot against Michigan. Woo.
If Anthony Grant's getting that many carries, I think Nebraska's in the game.
Yeah,
because to me that means they're shortening the clock
drives.
And everything else.
Unless it's 27 for 67.
Yes.
We've seen that before.
It's not great. You can always call or text 402-464-5685. When we come back, it's cool parenting tips on Bill's Thrills on this Thursday, an early break in the ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
When you think of places with tons of great beer selections and amazing food menu in Omaha, the conversation should start and end with Bärschen Beer Garden in Benson. With more than 30 beers on tap, including several German options, you're sure to find something you like. And don't forget their Nashville hot chicken sandwich or any of their delicious hamburgers. Start off with the warm house-made pretzels and you're on to a great day at Bärschen Beer Garden in the heart of Benson in Omaha.
If you struggle with joint pain, there's good news. You don't need surgery to get back to full health. South Point Medical and Aesthetics offers breakthrough non-surgical options for treatment of moderate to severe joint pain. Our patients experience little to no downtime from our procedures, and the results are remarkable. They've had 14 years of successful treatments with patients from 35 states because of an effective word-of-mouth traffic. Learn more about how you can get lasting results for joint pain today at southpointmedical.com or call 402-323-8400.
Acres, your John Deere dealer, is offering hot financing on all new compact tractors. For a limited time, get 0% interest for 84 months when you buy any new John Deere compact tractor. And with a variety of attachments, you'll make quick work of chores around your acreage. From mowing to grading and moving large loads, Acres has a John Deere tractor to handle your toughest projects. Don't delay. Visit your local Acres store to take advantage of this great offer. Acres, solutions for every field. Offer expires September 30th, 2023, subject to approved credit with John Deere Financial.
For many Nebraskans, fall means cooler weather and longer days that include running kids around, cheering for your favorite teams, and long days at work. The hours on your feet can really add up and give unnecessary pain and discomfort. At Fleet Feet Lincoln, they help find the shoes and inserts you need with their Fit ID machine, which takes a 3D image of your feet. If you're having trouble finding the right fit, visit Fleet Feet Lincoln at 77th and Pioneers.
You're counting on your team to win, so why not prove it? By placing your bets at Warhorse Sportsbook. Their win is your win. Put your money where your mouth is on nearly every sporting event. Use the Warhorse app to check odds and build your bets before placing your wagers in person at Warhorse Casino, including live in-game betting. No bets, no glory. Wagers may only be placed on Nebraska-based teams when played outside the state of Nebraska. Must be 21 or older to gamble. Gambling problem? Call 1-833-BET-OVER.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and our big fall sales underway, and the new truck incentives are off the charts. Over $5,000 in discounts on select new Sierras and Silverados and 0.9% interest rates. Yes, you heard right. $5,000 off, 0.9% interest rates on select new trucks here at Koppel. So please take that short money-saving drive down 144th Street and check out that great small-town vibe with big city deals. We look forward to seeing you, or check us out online at koppelcars.com. You'll be glad you did. All deals with approved credit.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Infrastructure, a veteran-owned local company proudly serving Lincoln, Lancaster County, and the surrounding areas. Bauer provides quality work at an affordable price, and they're growing rapidly. If you want to experience a career with a fast-paced, family-friendly environment, visit BauerInfrastructure.com. They have top-of-the-line benefits, year-round work, even through the winter. Bauer, usher in the new era of infrastructure to an area near you. And as always, go Big Red.
At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just a professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at pahlincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, our passion. For happier, healthier furry friends.
My dream was to work in commercial banking, but it required a college degree and I didn't have one. I found out that Doane had classes for adult learners on the Lincoln campus and online. So I earned my bachelor's degree, and 5 months later, I landed my dream job. I decided to continue my education, and now I'm working on my MBA at Doane. For me, the Doane experience has been life-changing.
It's game on at Elway Power Sports of Lincoln, and they've scouted out the best Kawasaki side-by-side deals for you. Score up to $2,500 off the 2023 Kawasaki Teryx and up to $1,000 off Mule Pro FX and FXCs. Whether you want to handle the toughest task in a trusted, tried and true mule, or looking to dominate adventure in a Teryx, Elway Power Sports of Lincoln has you covered with a large selection of Kawasaki side-by-sides in stock at their new 27th and I-80 location. Hurry in, the clock is running down. Offer valid through 9/30/2023. Subject to change without notice. Offer available on approved purchases of select new unregistered Kawasaki vehicles. Model and year exclusions apply. Cannot be combined with promotional retail financing rates.
Are you working in or looking to get into the electrical construction industry? The electrical workers of local union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
We're on the air.
Back
Well, party's starting early today, isn't it?
to more of Early Break with Sip and Jake.
Jake, you're a freaking nutcase.
Brought to you by Gaina Trucking. On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
You know, we're going to be at Double Eagle Golf tomorrow from 6 to 10 a.m. for the Ryder Cup, right? 6 to 10.
Yes.
West O Street, Kinetic Sports Complex. I just saw, before we get to Bill Stores, I just saw a video. Today's a practice round of the Ryder Cup.
Yep. Okay.
Victor Hovland on the European team just hit a hole-in-one on a par 4.
Whoa,
There's
no
video.
kidding.
There's video of he just
What did he hit?
an hour ago. He hit a driver. It's a par.
God.
He had a
That's
hole-in-one.
ridiculous.
You know what he practice round a par 4.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
That's
that
very
is
cool.
That is incredible. Thank you, Jake.
Could have some drama. It's the 5th hole at the course, so you might have some drama there with the drivable par 4 at the Ryder Cup.
That's how you know you're a dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a hole in one on
No
par
big.
4.
It was an easy hole. What it was
Got an
to do.
eagle.
Yeah. supposed to happen.
Wasn't a double eagle.
Hey, see,
get it?
Working the sponsorship right there.
Yeah,
Bill's
nice
smart.
one.
Bill is a branding machine. He really is.
He is a branding machine.
On that note, he is the king of Bill's Thrills also. So let's get to it right now on a Thursday.
Some call him the most interesting man in the world.
That is setting up the morel mushroom
Yes.
bonanza.
Oh,
yeah.
is it gonna be bonanza?
Mushrooms grow better with thunder and lightning.
Others call him Coach. But to everyone else, he's Bill.
I want to get one of those military ab stimulators for us to wear during the show. You see, I sent you today.
It's time for Bill's Thrills on Early Break. Sponsored by Dirk, Scott, and Ty at Mid-Plains Advisors.
All right, once again, Dirk, Scott, and Ty, I get the wrong one. Sorry about that. I had the wrong one. Dirk, Scott, and Ty, Mid-Plains Advisors, your sponsors of Bill's Thrills. Yeah, the ATMs of Lincoln. Bill, floor is yours on a cool
and they can make you money,
Tuesday.
too. You don't have to report to the taxes at all. You don't have to report to the IRS. All the money you make from them.
Is that right?
It's tax-free.
Unreal.
That sounds dreamy to me.
These guys are heroes.
That sounds
all the
dreamy.
cash you make is tax-free, which is something that
How did they pull that off?
they got a system that they use. Yeah, they have a system that they use, which is completely legal. They worked around it. A bunch of college kids worked some things out.
Magic.
Did some things.
Straight
So
magic.
you want to make some money? That's the way to do it.
It's an app.
Cash.
They have an app.
It's an app. It's cash business.
Interesting. Thank you for that. I'm looking into
right,
that
Bill.
immediately, by the way.
All right, am I up, Jake?
You're
really busy over there, Jake.
I'm
There's a lot of
trying to get the
confusion.
toggle going here. Yeah, it is your time to shine. It is time for Bill's Thrills.
Time to
There's
shine.
the drone's back.
The drone's
drone
back.
is back.
Oh my god!
He's got. What's it got there?
It's got a bag.
It's got a bag. Looks like
Schaefer, what's going? Schaefer, are you part of this?
looks
No.
like Schaefer's running this. It's
He
they dropped
the
it.
bag.
Drop the bag. Go out and get it, Josh.
Josh, run out there immediately.
I'm trying
And
to
watch
put
out
the
for the
camera
drone.
Yeah, we're gonna have to actually.
So is there just a drone that drops stuff off?
Yeah, we've
for
had
you
the
guys
drone.
now?
We've had the drone a couple times. We've had photos from the drone.
I
Do you
hope
think
that-
it's coffee? Do you
I
think
hope
it's
that bag
coffee
doesn't
beans?
blow up? is
You
what I'm
think
hoping.
Josh is
Come
going
on,
out there.
Josh is out
Yeah,
there.
okay.
He has it in hands.
Okay, not a bomb.
There's Josh. That's you're watching the video stream. Josh has the package. The
Yeah,
drone
so
is
it has
dropped
a
off
weird look
package.
on his face. He's bringing it in. We really can't start Bill's Thrills until we know it's in the.
No,
we
no.
can't. Yeah, we really
Just
can't.
hold
start
on.
that.
Just hold on.
Yeah.
You got your notepad.
Yeah, I
We're
got
ready.
notepad
We're
ready.
ready. You got a headline ready. We're gonna get to that.
It's been
Thank you, Josh.
It's dropped by a drone. What do we have? Is it popcorn?
This says munch on Michigan macaroons right there.
Oh, how about that?
That is
Look at that.
amazing.
That's incredible. Dropped off via the airwave.
It says
Yeah, drone.
it has ingredients. It says red essence of running Harburg,
Nice.
Wolverine blue blood,
okay.
and Husker Nation prayer sprinkles.
Okay.
Nice.
We'll open that after Bill's
We
Thrills.
Munch
will.
on,
Is that gluten free?
I don't know. It's
Just,
from,
well, I just got to know. I
it's from
have
goldenrod pastries.
Yeah.
Okay.
Leighton can't have gluten. So if I
Okay.
take some home to him, I need to know.
Yeah, you do need to
Goldenrod
know.
pastries.
You
is
do
what
need
it's
to
from
know.
here.
Oh, it's from
but,
Goldenrod.
yeah.
That means it's gluten
I
free.
think you're good to go.
Yeah, that'll be gluten
Munch
free.
on Michigan macaroons
Hey,
from the drone.
Thank you from the drone.
I can't believe what goes on here sometimes. A drone just dropped us off macaroon.
The drone was
Yeah.
out there again.
And then, if you guys get Hostess Zingers drone
Can
guy,
you please cut that clip
Yeah.
and make that a
Drone
rejoin?
just dropped us
Yeah.
off
Yeah.
macaroon.
No,
That needs to be a rejoin.
that's
Well,
incredible.
think about
Who's
shaping-
ever running this? It's incredible. I'm pretty sure it's the guy over there on the construction crew.
No, you don't know. We don't know.
We don't know. I think it's that guy.
But when we look back on our careers, this is going to be a very bizarre period.
We've never had a
I've seen
drone.
plenty of
We-
food dropped off at the
Yeah,
station. I've
station.
never seen a drone do
Right.
it.
No,
We've
And
never had
here
a-
we
You
are.
saw it, Schaefer.
I know.
We've never had a drone before.
Those
This is the
drones-
closest it's been
A
to being
drone
in the
drop
jet.
off, I
Tell
mean.
me those drones don't look you right in the eye, too.
They do.
I saw it. I saw right into its soul.
Yeah,
The
they
drone,
look
I
into
saw
your
it.
This
soul,
has,
Jake.
this has to be our friends out at the Army National Guard.
Think
doesn't
so?
it?
Well, they're probably drone experts
I
out
mean,
there.
they know what they're doing. They're
They
drone
do.
people. It's got to be them.
Who's is it
That
that?
thing was
is that
flying around
Paul?
with the bag.
Is it
That thing was Paul.
It's probably Paul.
That-
Because what can
Be
Paul
cool,
fly?
Paul.
What can be cool, Paul? What can Paul fly?
Blackhawk.
Blackhawk, so he can fly a drone.
You can drive.
Yeah,
you can drive
this
a
is
Blackhawk,
Paul.
You can operate
It's
a
Paul.
drone. It's
No,
Paul.
Be
drone.
cool, Paul.
Gotta be
Drones.
Paul.
Child.
Yes.
play.
All right.
All right,
Bill,
Bill's
let's
Thrills.
get
Sorry.
to it. Bill's
All right,
Thrills
all
on
right,
this
all right, we locked in. We
cool
locked in.
parenting tips Thursday.
Okay, I was out in my garage doing some stuff the other day, and I came across something that brought this whole thing up. This is a little bit more on a serious note.
You got headline.
Yes, with the cool parenting tips. The power of the pen. The lost niche of the handwritten note. today's world, send a text. 8% to 92% on the difference between sending a text over a handwritten note. 8% of people really care about it. A note, 92% care about it.
Can't take you seriously in those classes.
First, it's just more memorable. When you have a note written to you, you open it up to read it. There's a note left for you. Then, I got this cool text. Note,
God, yes.
overrides it 100%. Second, the length is irrelevant. It doesn't be a long note. Any length of the note is fine.
Right.
Third, shows commitment. Shows some form of commitment to write the note. Here's the fourth one, the most important. This is the most important part. It creates a historical log of information.
It does.
Because like when I found in my drawer was I had all my notes.
What goes through your mind during
I had all my notes right there because you track all these things. Can you imagine the historical notes? You imagine your grandma passes away, age 89. It's like, what are you guys doing? We're just going through her phone looking at these texts. No, we're going through this box of notes she's had. The people have sent her for the last 80 years. We're just going through her phone, seeing what people text her. No, so
don't go through my text.
It's historical. I mean,
stay away from my
There needs to be an app that's connected to your ability to live that your phone just blows up upon your last breath.
Because
right, Bill, that was
because you save notes, you file notes. I mean, shoe boxes of notes. I laminated notes. I have notes from my first coaching job to my last coaching job to from the first day I coached to the last day I coached at Nebraska. Got all kind. I got notes from 80-year-old ladies at Holy Ghost. I've got them. They sent them to me last year. You know, it was incredible at that. This way more meaningful than, parents. Here's the key now. Have a plan for your kids. Don't tell them to write a note. Write them a note. No, there needs to be a basket on your counter with notes in it. Already have you got sticky notes, you got your thank you notes, you have all your notes, you have stamps in it, you have that. So you just tell your kid, go write a note. You won't do it. It's like go to the basket, get the note, write it down for us right there. Then adults, for all you guys in here, leave a note on your wife's car and see how your day goes. How's it go? Yeah, it goes really good. The power of the pen. The last niche of the handwritten note.
That was great, Bill.
Hey, yeah, say it again. Power of the pen.
The lost niche of the handwritten note.
Grandma. Let's
go through
Grandma's text.
I don't want to go through Grandma's text.
No, leave Grandma's phone alone. That's great, Bill. I think that was a good parenting tip.
I just think people are in such a hurry now.
Yeah, they're in such a hurry. So shoot them a text. How about writing them a note?
People don't sit down. I just know that I'm constantly in a hurry.
Do you know the historical things? The number of things, and I got cool notes when I was working. I would take them and I'd go to the laminator. I'd laminate them.
God, you have time. Yeah, you got to make time
to have things back like that and have in the historical value. Imagine if you had notes from that like my dad wrote to my mom like in 1952.
That'd be beautiful.
That'd be really cool. Yeah. But you don't have the text, so history gets dropped. History gets dropped.
Just gets dropped.
When the phone is gone, it's like, oh man, I got the most incredible text today. No, I got the most incredible note today. Yeah. I got a letter in the mail. You're not going to believe it. The handwritten note.
Yeah.
There was something about growing up. You'd get home from school. My dad would have been home for lunch, and he would leave a note for me to do the dishes. Mm-hmm. And I'm just imagining, like, if I had been born later, and then it would have been a text, it wouldn't hit the same for the scrawled, like, terrible handwriting of basically. Do the dishes or don't be here when I get home.
Oh, yeah,
like that was basically
I love it.
Like, there would always be this like sort of threat in there, like either just do this or you do not want to be around.
When you walked into the house as a kid, you looked at the counter. There, wherever the area was, there was
like
an area.
A bulletin board.
There was
an
area. There was an area that was like, hey, always look for a note. You never came home for 3 hours and something. They come home like, did you read the note? No. Where was it? Like, no, everyone read the note.
Right.
You read the note when you came in. The handwritten note, it could be
handwritten note.
Changes your life.
The handwritten note.
Like that. Anything from the text.
Oh, yeah. We got textures here. We got textures from Bill's Thrills. Let's see. Someone says, let's see here. My mother would leave us a list of chores in the backside of junk mail envelopes in cursive.
Yes. Incredible. Mm-hmm. Yeah. History.
Junk mail.
History.
Someone says, I just left my note on my wife's steering wheel this week, and she thought it was so great and made her day.
See?
Also leave my kids notes in their lunch bags. They love it. You are dead right on this one, Bill. That's from Brian.
Thank you, Brian. The handwritten note. The power of the pen.
The power of the pen.
The power of the pen.
Someone says, I often go spend the weekend at my grandma's in St. Paul, Nebraska, home of Dorothy Lynch, by the way.
Incredible.
and says, if she's not home, she will leave me a handwritten note, and it means a lot.
The power of the pen. The power of the pen right here.
Someone from Illinois says, my mom would leave candy on the note. That way we couldn't say we didn't see it.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
That's incredible
Smart.
thought. Yeah. The instruction that got handed down through the note was just incredible.
Laminated.
I've got a bunch of them. I got letters from my parents that I've laminated.
Yep.
I have them like that. I'll have them forever.
Nyla says, handwritten notes are often what makes the best tattoos later on.
Oh, hello.
Yes, there you go. There you go.
Never thought of that.
I'm gonna get a ticket tattoo. I'm getting
a what ticket?
What's that?
Say it.
The ticket. Let's say
Where are
the
you getting
ticket
it? On your shoulder.
No. I'll do that with it. I'll intertwine it with my barbed wire on the bicep.
Good idea. On the bicep.
On the bicep.
Because you've been doing those band work.
Yeah, I'm doing the band workout.
Really emphasizing your
tries and traps and buttocks.
But there was. Someone says Bill should be a marriage counselor. Handwritten note to your wife gains a lot of points.
Gains a lot of points. I would be awesome. Hello, Trina and Larry.
You could do it.
Trina and Larry said, "How you guys doing today?"
Counselor.
How you guys doing today? Good. All right. Let's say, hey, this is the safe zone here. You're in a safe zone. Let's open up a little bit.
Set up shop here.
It's that right out. Right. I could go in the green room. I could go in the green room there and just talk, what's going on in your lives. Let's hear through it. Let's talk through these things.
People would come to the ticket.
Yes, come to the ticket. They get coffee at the mill, and they get crumb cake, and they come into the green room, and I solve marriages.
You could do
that. I would be really good at
counseling in general.
You guys do have the opportunity to have like a verbal and Landers type column every week from Bill. People could send in their questions, and Bill could answer with life advice.
Breakers, if you have some things you need some help with. Yeah,
incredible. Last 15 minutes. This has been an incredible last 15 minutes.
That was a wonderful edition of Bill's Thrills, sponsored by Dirk, Scott, and Ty at Mid Plains Advisors, the ATMs of Lincoln. They'll make you lots of money.
Lots of money.
Give them a chance to make
Remember,
money.
And no taxes, apparently.
Tax-free money, guys.
Incredible.
Tax-free money.
Amazing.
Real quick before the game show.
What do you got there,
so I've never noticed walking around downtown like drones. This must be like if I were walking right now and I saw a drone with a bag, it would really freak me out.
I kind of agree with that.
If there's a drone following you with a bagel, would that make it even worse?
Boy.
I just don't see them. Like I got to be more aware.
Technology. It was super cool. Whoever did that, but the technology freaks me out. Absolutely. It freaks me out that there could be
a drone a bag to it.
Like a drone circling around your house or something. How about them sending gluten-free stuff? That's incredible.
They used to
it doesn't say that.
That's a hanger. That was a hanger.
Yeah.
That they
which brings me back to there's nothing better than the metal hanger, old school metal hanger. That's a great one.
I mean,
that's a great. All you know,
I
is
prefer
plastic.
the plastic.
Yeah.
No, I know.
I do too. I do too.
But
yeah, the metal. The worst one is the one you get from the dry cleaners that are just like they're so thin.
Yeah.
The ones that were just awful. And then you end up with like 80 of them in your
closet. Right.
And
I'm like I don't know why I just don't throw them away, but I have like 50 of them. Like, I might need this to hang my pants on.
You never know. I might need these.
You never do those. You never do.
All right, I'm sorry, Jay.
Let's play the game show. Give us a call right now at 464-5685. Your chance to win a business box of bagels to Bagels and Joe. I think you guys are 2-1 this week.
We are
11-9 overall is the record, so we're looking pretty good. Schaefer's a lifeline today.
We're not showing off, Schaefer. We're not showing off.
Now, I did this before with a specific decade. We're doing a wider branch this now. We're doing NFL passing leaders by year. I did in the 80s before, but we're doing overall for the history of the NFL passing leaders by season.
Oh God,
how do you feel about this today? I'll give you the team.
Depends on the season, I guess.
The team, the year, and the yardage. You tell me what the quarterback's name was.
I feel pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah, I can name some quarterbacks.
464.
Barkowski.
464.
Star.
5685. Shut up, Sipple starts right now.
We've all been there. You're listening to the radio, and then that rage starts to grow inside of you. It starts to consume you. It gets to a point where you just want to yell, "Shut up, Sipple!" No, sorry. I'm sorry. Well, here's your chance. It's time to shut up, Sipple. Call now to play. 464-5685. Shut up, Sipple. Brought to you by Bagels and Joe.
All right, 464-5685. Call the takedown Sip in trivia. He's won 2 straight games. He's 2-1 in the week, 11-9 overall. You feel okay about NFL passing leaders by year?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Schaefer?
Oddly fine.
Depends on the year, but yeah.
Okay. So Schaefer's lifeline. We've got Jason Jason, how do you feel about NFL passing leaders by year?
A bit iffy.
Okay.
Huh?
Yeah.
What did he say?
A bit iffy.
A bit iffy.
A bit iffy.
Okay. All right. A bit iffy.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Schaefer, a lifeline for Sip for one question as always. Jason, first question goes to you. Here we go. What Oakland Raiders quarterback led the NFL in passing in 2002 with 4,689 yards?
I know nothing about the Raiders. I don't know.
I know.
You got no guess at all?
No, I'm a pass.
All right.
It's a Bill Callahan special here. It's a Bill Callahan special. I don't have the name, so you're gonna have.
I have the name.
Yeah, then he has dark hair, right?
I mean, I guess there's a possibility I could be wrong. Rich Gannon?
Yeah, it's Gannon.
Rich Gannon.
I don't know who it would be if it's not Rich Gannon.
It is indeed Rich Gannon. So Bill. So you guys are up 1-0.
Yeah, 1-0.
I'm out.
He's out now. I shouldn't have given in so easy. I know who Gannon is. I remember he was a Bill Callahan.
Well, you just needed to get it right.
Yeah.
All right, back to Sip. First question up 1-0. You're on your own now. What Jacksonville Jaguars quarterback led the NFL in passing in 1996 with 4,367 yards?
That's the great Mark Brunell.
The great Mark Brunell.
From what college? What college, Sip?
Washington.
That's correct.
Husky.
Yeah.
We played like 18
Lefty,
years.
right?
Lefty. He
Yeah,
had like
oh, yeah.
18
He's a
years.
lefty. He had Jimmy Smith, Keenan
We're in the
McCardell.
driver's
Good
seat.
team.
Yeah. We're in the driver's seat.
All right, Jason, to stay alive, your last question down 2-0. What Houston Texans quarterback led the NFL in passing in 2009 with 4,770 yards?
Oh, man.
That's a hard one.
Yeah, looking like easy ones
That's
and
not
stuff.
hard.
This is just Jason.
I don't know, Brock Osweiler.
Is it Brock Osweiler?
I love the guess. I love the guess.
Can I?
If you want to steal that, Schaefer, for the fun of it, go ahead.
I'm pretty sure this was the original guy with the pick six problems, and Matt Schaub.
It was Matt Schaub.
Matt Schaub.
Matt Schaub.
There was a burger place in Houston that would offer the Matt Schaub special, which is you could pick 6 toppings to go on your burger.
in the old city? I mean, come on.
He had like a stretch where he threw a pick 6 like 3 weeks in a row, and like I remember seeing that photo on like social media. And just
we got problems.
That's a bad deal, Shafe.
What happened?
We're looking here. We've got problems.
Oh, they're
just throwing his apple.
No,
away.
he's just throwing That's a city worker.
Yeah.
He's not here to hurt.
No,
himself.
he's
looking at the pole.
Oh, what the hell is he doing?
He's getting the zip tie.
Oh, come
He's
on.
getting the zip
Yeah,
tie
it's
off
fine,
the pole.
it's fine,
Look
it's
here.
fine.
See what's going on.
I
Keep
think he
walking.
felt
No,
the
he's coming
pressure.
in.
Oh, he's walking in.
Don't
He's
tell me
coming
he's
in on
coming
air.
Don't look. Don't make eye contact.
Don't make eye
The
contact.
city
cool.
worker. I'm telling you, the city's after us,
They
Jake.
are. They are.
Since you declared war on
I
the city.
didn't declare
You
war on
did.
the city.
You did too.
I
Yes,
said
you
on
absolutely did,
on
too.
this block
You
right here.
declared war on the
You said
week.
we're
in
at
my
war with
exact
the
words,
city.
I said I'm no part of this.
This quarter block.
I said I'm no part of this, Shafe. I said no part of this. Then they came. Then he went after Pillin too.
I did go after Pillar.
Wow.
Nobody.
That's not
We
true.
have one more question. Thanks, by the way, Jason, for calling in to get a bagel and a coffee.
He went after
Who wants the last question here? Schaefer, you want this?
Sure. Yeah.
What Minnesota Vikings quarterback led the NFL in passing in 2004 with
Dante Culpepper.
4,717 yards? Is it Dante Culpepper? Yes, it is Dante Culpepper. All right, Bill, this is for you. Tiebreaker.
Gotcha.
How many times has a player with 5,000 plus passing yards led the NFL in passing that year?
Repeat the question.
Okay. How many times has a player with 5,000 passing yards in a season led the NFL in passing for that season?
19.
Ooh,
Under.
Yeah.
What would you guess, Shafe?
5.
Sip, you got a guess there?
Be under 5.
It'd be 10.
Okay.
10 times a person with 5,000 yards. The first one was Dan Marino back in, I think,
Right.
84.
He was the first one.
And then there's a break in like 2009 with Drew Brees. Then there's a bunch of been a bunch of them since then.
Who would be since then? 5,000. Aaron Rodgers.
Peyton Manning with the Broncos.
Okay.
I don't think Rodgers was
You don't think
one
Rodgers
of them. I
one
don't
of
think
them?
he was
Okay.
one of them. Tom Brady, I think maybe.
Okay.
We'll have to look it up for sure.
Definitely-
Mahomes last year did. Mahomes was over
Yeah.
5,000.
I was going to say definitely Mahomes. Stafford, I think, has done it.
Stafford has like the most. I mean,
The thing-
I think Stafford have to be one.
the thing is, there's probably multiple people that have thrown for 5,000 yards, but weren't necessarily the leader. Also,
Josh is getting scolded by the city worker behind us.
Did you tell him we didn't do this?
I didn't do it. That was not us
That's
this
not
time.
us.
It was not us.
We're in trouble.
Has
was
that
not us.
sign been out there the whole time?
Which one?
Bill Busch.
That's
Bill
that
Busch.
No,
sign-
that was the one on the wall here, the window. It got moved down.
what
I
about
just
the
noticed
Heinrich
it, too.
Harburg sign on the tree?
That one was put
That's
up by
better.
somebody
that
else
was put up
last week.
I think last Thursday or Friday, wasn't it?
We're in trouble with the city, right?
We are.
Yeah, we're getting
The
a sit down.
city.
And it's because Jake challenged him and Pillen.
Well, no, he declared war on the city.
So when does the trouble with the state start?
I don't know.
I don't
I'm
know.
starting
but
to
it's
get
going to
nervous.
happen.
That's kind of a
We're going to be
concern.
at the state capitol.
I mean, IRS. I mean, we're in the.
we're already got
Yeah.
free money coming in here.
Yeah.
We're going to be.
Well, good thing the ATMs don't.
We're
get
going to
taxed.
be getting monitored.
We're getting
by
shut
a lot
down.
of
We're
people.
getting monitored right
by
now.
a lot of people. They're up to some stuff.
This
now.
is incredible. I am
we're
not
getting shut
associated.
down.
Anyway.
You're
Jake's
part of it
going
now.
after Pillen.
I don't want to be.
Jake went after if he
I
did
love
hard.
Pillen. I didn't say
Went
it
after
about
him
Pillen.
hard,
You guys
yeah.
put words. Oh, there he goes. Oh,
This guy's pissed.
Yeah, look at him.
He does look pissed.
He's
I know.
so mad. Look at him.
Look at
Look
Josh.
at him. Well,
Look
he's
Josh.
always walking.
Yeah.
Tell me he's not angry.
Josh,
That's
will
the
tell
gate
us.
of
shook
a
his
man
head.
that's angry.
He just gave the head shake. He just gave one of these.
We're in trouble.
We'll have to spill over next and get an update
What do
what
we
happened
do?
out there, an early break in the ticket.
Yeah.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
This is Brad with Midwest Bank, proudly serving our Nebraska communities for over 70 years. We're a community bank, making local decisions, supporting local organizations, and helping local businesses and farms succeed. We are dedicated to serving our clients and helping them meet their financial needs with sound, innovative banking solutions. From an array of checking and deposit accounts, cash management services, to small business, real estate, and ag lending. We're here for you. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank. Find out more at midwestbank.com. Member FDIC.
Hello, this is Mary Pat Waite. I've had the privilege of working with Lincoln Families as their realtor for more than 31 years, and I'm so proud to be associated with MP Dodge Real Estate. For me, your transaction is unique in its own way. My experience allows me to bring you trusted care and a really great outcome. My NP Dodge family shares the same client focus.
Expand your career with NP Dodge. Call Eric at 402-434-2222.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. The home of Kansas City Royals baseball. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
If you struggle with joint pain, there's good news. You don't need surgery to get back to full health. South Point Medical and Aesthetics offers breakthrough non-surgical options for treatment of moderate to severe joint pain. Our patients experience little to no downtime from our procedures, and the results are remarkable. They've had 14 years of successful treatments with patients from 35 states because of an effective word-of-mouth traffic. Learn more about how you can get lasting results for joint pain today at southpointmedical.com or call 402-323-8400. It's game on at Elway Power Sports of Lincoln, and they've scouted out the best Kawasaki side-by-side deals for you. Score up to $2,500 off the 2023 Kawasaki Teryx and up to $1,000 off Mule Pro FX and FXCs. Whether you want to handle the toughest task in a trusted, tried and true mule, or looking to dominate adventure in a Teryx, Elway Power Sports of Lincoln has you covered with a large selection of Kawasaki side-by-sides in stock at their new 27th and I-80 location. Hurry in, the clock is running down. Offer valid through 9/30/2023. Subject to change without notice. Offer available on approved purchases of select new unregistered Kawasaki vehicles. Model and year exclusions apply. Cannot be combined with promotional retail financing rates.
All right, Rico, let's do the final checklist before we head out. We have a lot of people coming to the tailgate today.
I'm ready.
Burgers?
Check.
Chips?
Check.
Icy cold beer?
Check. Except this one.
I'm forgetting something. Wait a second. Where's the Führer's cheese spread?
I can't stop eating it.
Rico,
relax. I always pack extra. It's the biggest hit of the tailgate.
For the best appetizer, party dip, and tailgate snack, load up on Führer's cheese spread today. Found in most local grocery stores.
At Fairway Meat Market, your family. And as part of the family, they want you to save money on your meat and groceries. This week, they have your tailgate needs and more. Enjoy Lincoln's favorite USDA Choice Boneless Chuck Roast for just $4.99 per pound. All natural thick-cut Iowa chops for $1.99 per pound, and snow crab clusters for $9.99 per pound. That's all at Fairway Meat Market in the Rockledge Square Shopping Center, just south of 84th and Van Dorn.
Tailored Lights is your go-to local manufacturer and installer of the best landscape lighting. Tailored Lights is excited to highlight the architecture of your home or business and provide a warm environment that feels safe. And for those outside the Lincoln area, they do ship across the country and are happy to work with anyone near or far with lights anywhere from 18 inches to 110 inches. Enhance your curb appeal with an exquisite tailored light today. Call 402-432-2572 or go to tailoredlights.com.
So, I just got the State Farm Personal Price Plan on my car insurance.
So you told your agent you play the bagpipes for your dog?
What? No, I didn't get that personal. My agent just helped me create an affordable price just for me. Okay, let me show you what I've been working on. Hey, Buster!
Call your local State Farm agent, Vinny Krekak, at 402-474-1173.
Prices vary by state. Options selected by customer. Availability and eligibility may vary.
When you think of places with tons of great beer selections and amazing food menu in Omaha, the conversation should start and end with Bärschen Beer Garden in Benson. With more than 30 beers on tap, including several German options, you're sure to find something you like. And don't forget their Nashville hot chicken sandwich or any of their delicious hamburgers. Start off with the warm house-made pretzels and you're on to a great day at Bärschen Beer Garden in the heart of Benson in Omaha.
Hey guys, Jake Sorensen here from Early Break. The garage door at our house has been needing replacement for a couple years, and a few months ago, we finally did something about it. Steve's Garage Doors and Services was great through the whole process in providing options and also going to the next level to get a door that was approved by our HOA. And best of all, the removal of the old door and installation of the new door was done smoothly with no issues. Call Steve's Garage Doors and Services today at 402-480-9462.
We're on the air.
Back
Well, party's starting early today, isn't it?
to more of Early Break with Sip and Jay, brought to you by Gaina Trucking. On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
It is time for the spillover. Raph is with us still. Mike
Raph.
Schaefer. What's going on, Raph? Good to see you.
Good morning.
Raph.
We are not at war with the city. I want to make sure that's clear. We are
No,
not.
you
at
declared
war.
it.
We're not. I just declared on this little block.
Sure
I guess.
seems like it.
The guy, Josh tells us during the break that the guy who came up here and, I thought Josh was getting scolded, by the way. I guess he was.
Nope.
That guy was a breaker. He listens to the show. He said he heard in the podcast that something got torn down from outside here. And so he's trying to sell us some advertising for us to buy spots out there.
While we still have a show.
While we still have
a show.
before we get
Still
shut down.
Yeah. My wife brought up
It's a
something
shakedown.
interesting with the combination text handwritten note.
Okay.
So
Lord.
all the texts that I receive from my players, my wife takes them and she prints them off.
Does she really?
So they're all printed. They're all in a book.
God, you guys keep
Yeah.
track of stuff.
Yeah, it's history.
Yeah, it's history.
It's history.
History being made. Raph, have you, Jake, I'm going to do this for Jake. Raph, have you recovered from the Broncos loss yet?
Hey, listen, I did that yesterday. Come on, man.
It's Thursday. We're on to a new week.
Yeah, it's a new week. There's games tonight. There's a game tonight, Zip. I can't ask
How
him
much
that.
are they paying Sean Payton? Like 12, like how much are they paying him?
Yeah, it's
Come on, Raph.
between 12 and 15.
Think between 12 and 15.
Look at him, so
There is
pissed.
no doubt. There's no way if Jake Sorensen's the head coach of the Broncos that they'd be any worse. No doubt.
I'll take that chance.
Take that. They could got him for about 35 grand.
What a
They could have
fascinating,
got him for 35 grand, been the same record.
what a fascinating head coach Jake would be.
It would be. Imagine walking to the team meeting.
Yeah,
He wouldn't be
I'd be a
that
great
bad.
coach.
No, he'd be good.
I think he might be
I
pretty
think
he'd
good.
be pretty good.
I'd have to have Bill on the staff because
Yeah.
he'd have to help me out with a lot of almost
The
everything.
little X's and
Yeah,
O's.
Walks
And
into the
the
Broncos
meetings.
team meeting.
Would you
with
hire
a-
Jeff Saturday? He's also available. He could kind of walk you through the experience
Well,
of
he could
coming
be
off
my
the
offensive
street.
line coach for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jeff Saturday.
What's Saturday doing now?
I
Back
think
at
he's,
ESPN.
yeah, he's back to television where he
Is he?
was before he became the Colts head coach.
There's so many things to being a head coach.
Oh,
It
God.
is it's so many things for being an assistant coach. It's mind numbing the things that you have to know, do, all the things that you just
Every
have to have.
day.
You have to hire so well, and that is just that's been hard on someone like a Nick Saban. And so how he has done what he's done for the championships, and I bet he's had maybe 100 coaches, 100. Think about that.
Just since he's been at Alabama,
Nebraska,
probably.
when Nebraska won their 3 national championships, I know in the first one Kevin Steele was there, then he departed. But for the most part, it was like 94% same staff. When Saban wins one, he loses 5.
Yeah.
He loses 5 or
He
6
does.
and has to bring in a brand new crew. And he has to train them like he wants them trained. They'll do what they want. Yeah. So guess who's running the ship?
Saban.
Head coach. So that's why I always say that every time we talk about, well, where's the problem with the Broncos? Well, it's top down. Still starts top down.
Then it goes to Vance Joseph. Then quickly to Vance Joseph.
Yeah, I'm on the Vance Joseph support train. I love not firing a coach after 3 games and all the different stuff.
I hear that.
I'm just like, no. Especially when the first game should have won. Second game didn't play as well. It should have won.
They should have won both.
They should have been a 2-1 team and maybe lost 31-12 or something. No one even saying a word.
What happens with the Bears game? What do you think? Will they hold the Bears to 10?
Well, there's been 4 times I think I read that. Maybe correct me if I'm wrong. That Justin Fields has thrown for under 100 yards in 4 games as a starter. That's almost impossible. Because every rule change in football in the last 40 years is for the offense. There's not one rule change that's not been in the NFL. Can't touch him after 5 yards. Think about it. You can't touch a receiver. You can't. I mean, you want to play press. You can play press for the first 5 yards, and you got to get your hands off of them. They want ball. They want completions. They want all these different rules. The rules with every rule change has been for the offense, and so forth. To not have any offense, it's the same way in college. Every rule change has been. You're on the defensive side now. The only rule change that came in for the defense now has been the clock. That helps you a bunch if you're playing complement, and that's why I said this game, Michigan against Nebraska. This is like Air Force Navy. And when you play a option team, if you're playing Air Force, we would know going into a game, the most you're going to get probably is 8 possessions, 2 a quarter. There's also a chance you only get 1 and a quarter.
Yep.
There's a chance several times you watch if Air Force gets the ball first, okay, there's a great chance you touch the ball once in the first quarter.
They just did this to San Jose State.
They had the ball for 16 minutes in a row. That was like there was one time out of 18 minutes they had it 16:30. So it's just incredible.
Checking out the Harburg sign.
Yeah,
what's going on outside right now?
He's
Heinrich's brother.
It's Heinrich's brother.
Heinrich's brother.
Yeah. What's going on?
But this game will fall into that same window where if you go out and both teams get 2 or 3 first downs and punt it, all of a sudden you're like, well, there's 3 minutes left.
Kind of like that Minnesota first half.
Yeah, same thing. It's going to be unreal in that. And the person that I think is for Nebraska is the most valuable in the game is Brian Buschini. Buschini's the most valuable person in the game because if they're constantly because just to go 90, go the distance, it's really hard because Brian can do 2 things. He's really good at the dagger punt, which on pinning people, but then also he can turn the field over also. So if he has to hit a real punt, he can also do that. Some guys just hit control balls now. That's all they have. Brian has both in his bag. And so that makes a big difference for him for what he can get done. He's an exceptional punter.
Big deal.
Big deal. He's probably the most important person in this game.
There you go, Raph.
Can't defend that.
What are you guys doing today?
I don't know yet. We'll figure something out.
You got Michigan to talk about.
Michigan.
Drones.
Pretty big game.
If you guys get anything delivered by a drone
delivery,
let us know. Let us know on that.
That's pretty cool.
That was remarkable. This thing was flying around downtown Lincoln. That's what I find remarkable.
Well, it's like I thought at first when you guys said they were delivering something, I thought maybe Tiger Woods' golf course had sent you guys some drinks or something.
That'd be cool. Yeah. That'd be cool.
Can that happen?
Or no, I'm sorry, Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan's golf course
can get you drinks like from a drone. It's replacing cart girls, basically.
I will say this right now. I would slap the drone down. If they brought it to me, I would slap it.
Why?
No, I'm not taking a drink from a drone. No,
I
it's a golf cart person. It's a golf cart. It's the drink cart. Period.
Right.
Stop it.
That's like a break from the action. Everybody goes over to the cart.
You joke around. You have some laughs.
It's a part of the round.
It is a part of the round.
I would slap
I
it
draw
out
the
of
line
someone's
there
hand.
for sure.
That's what I need. I need a brandy old fashioned on 9 because you droned it out to me. Get out of here.
So not only
stop it.
So not only can Jordan not run an NBA franchise, he can't run a golf course.
It's pretty exclusive golf course though.
Yeah. Is it?
That's crazy.
I mean, sure. So this is cool. No
drone.
Just talking to it. Just going to go.
So is the whole point of it to have less human interaction?
Yeah, exactly. Just less. Stare at your phones.
The heck's wrong?
Stare at your phones. Yeah, stare at your phones.
Terrible.
Yeah.
Easy.
Last thing.
You just said he couldn't run a golf course. Now you're telling him to take it easy?
No.
That was a quick change there, Sip.
Yeah. Quick change.
Last thoughts tonight. Tonight we got
final thoughts.
Lions
before
at
death.
Lions at the Packers. Shafe, these are two enemies of you as a Vikings fan. They're both above you in the division.
I don't think
right
that
now.
either of them are concerned about the Vikings at the moment, based on the start of the season. But
Can we go backwards on that real quick? Sure. Because Shafe, for you to be here, walk me through when they didn't spike it.
Oh,
Just
God,
walk me
yes,
through that.
yes.
Yeah.
Good
So
question, Joe.
The most they had was 3 plays. So all they had to do is just spike it and they
Right.
got time.
It is it's a combination of several things at once. One, they already should have scored a touchdown by this point.
They got to the 1 and the 6 and got no points.
Yep.
Yeah, 1 and 6.
I am very aware.
He watched the whole game. He knows.
So basically, TJ Hawkinson, who had an issue the entire game holding on to the football, catches that pass, the one that leads up to the final play, and just stands there holding on to the ball, doesn't give it to an official, doesn't go to the yard line. Like, there's no sense of urgency. You can see Cousins, he's like got his hands compressed into his helmet, like he's got his head burrowed down, like he's trying to hear. They claimed afterwards it had some sort of communication issue. So then it's on him to just call a play, calls a fine play, throws perfect pass to Hawkinson, highest paid tight end in the league. He gave this guy the biggest contract of any tight end. It's not the one that's getting all of the national news of Taylor Swift every day.
Which we are very much on top of that
figured,
also.
I figured.
Oh, yeah, it's been discussed.
No, it's TJ Hawkinson who the ball just glances off of his hands into the air for an interception, which was the third touchdown that Cousins threw on that drive alone that was not caught. So, like, people are killing him for the clock and everything.
Yeah.
Fine. They panicked.
No. I kill the coaches. They should. Coaches should have been spikes, but that's not on him. Yeah.
But the thing is, he still, in that situation, gave his team a chance to win. And they didn't catch the football. On the very first play of that entire thing, right after you get the defensive stop, KJ Osborne drops a wide open touchdown. Second play, Jordan Addison could catch a tip ball. How do I know that he could do this? I just watched the Chargers go-ahead touchdown come right off the hands of Minnesota's defensive back,
Should have been picked
thrown
up.
right at his helmet,
It was.
off his hands, off his helmet
Yeah.
to the Chargers. So,
that was bad.
like, I feel like I defend Cousins more than I have to, but it's also like people are so ready to just kill him. For
This
everything.
is 100% not a Cousins anger. This is a coaching error.
Oh yeah, I mean it's an error.
it's a huge-
They shouldn't even have been in that position to start with. They should have been leading. They're so bad inside the red. It's just been a terrible year.
What's the
It's
record?
3 games
0-3.
in. Come on, you're 3 games in.
3 games, 3 losses by less than a touchdown.
Number of teams that made the playoffs started 0-3. What would it be?
It's
so small. It's
minimal.
unbelievable.
It's got to be less than 5
Yeah,
because the number for even 0-2 is pretty small. Now,
Yeah.
obviously, they've added more playoff teams, so your chances
it's
go up
bigger,
a little.
but it's low.
And the NFC North is terrible, but this is just an atrocious start.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Shane.
No, that's all right.
Hey, you
I mean,
guys, you guys
you
won a lot
and
of close
Raph
games last year, though.
You and Raph can commiserate. Raph, are you gotten over the loss?
I'm at peace.
We
We got a 14
Which one would
game
you rather?
season.
Which one would you rather be? Just lose on
the Vikings.
Vikings or lose by 7?
I mean, at the end of the day,
hung on you.
the Vikings have a generational talent in Justin Jefferson. So, I mean, there's at least something that you can watch every week.
But
where
you're right
like,
though.
oh,
They have the quarterback's not the problem.
No.
He's at
It hasn't. The
If they
defense has
decide
been
to
the
move
problem.
on, they may bring somebody in that's not even close.
Cousins has been very good, and they're 0-3. It is not his fault. Not his fault.
I've been getting the text. People are like, "When do you start the tank for Caleb?" And I'm like, "I don't." 14 games left.
Russ
in
has
the
a lot of
season.
money still in that contract.
I also
Well,
like.
I think they can. They could get out of it losing a lot of money. Last year they could not have done it. This year they have a little bit more leniency, not a ton, where they could get out from under it. Still have a ton of dead money and have to pay him a lot. But I'm like, it's still 14 games left. Let's see what happens. There's time.
I can't really do the tanking thing. Like if I like a team, I want them to win every time out. They can be 1-15 and have the chance to draft the greatest quarterback of all time, but I'd rather them win the next game. Like
I mean, I'm going to root for the Broncos every single game in hopes that they win. But if we get down to the last game of the year and they have a chance maybe to get Caleb, I might be a little leaning a little towards the maybe go for it.
I'm also just like, I don't trust any quarterback coming out.
No.
It's going to be phenomenal. Like
Look at
I don't know.
Unless Peyton Manning's coming out.
$15 million a year. Head coach.
A lot of money. Good, well done, Sean Payton. That's it for us. The Drive with Raph AT is next. For Steve Simple and Bill Busch and Mike Schaefer, I'm Jake Sorensen. See you.
He's going to turn it around.
Is this you? You
He's been
feel the
talking.
same way every day, and it's not good. You may think there's a magic pill that can fix you. There isn't. Limitless Mail has found that the majority of men who admit they feel bad